As you guys know, there is a lot of things in the universe, but which one is the biggest? Well, today we're gonna find out. We're gonna be starting with the smallest thing in the universe and then leveling up until we find the biggest thing in the actual universe. What do you think it is?
It's gotta be Adam's nose has to be up there.
It's astronomically big.
No, it's not even that big. It's gotta be the Milky Way galaxy.
Oh, that's a good guess.
Well, let's find out.
Let's start with the smallest. We got a neutron.
One neutron. That is how big
one-
Adam's brain cells are. So I'm
one
sorry, Adam. There's gonna be a lot of Adam
finimeter.
jokes in this one. One
Proton
proton.
and neutron.
What is a finimeter? Did you make up that?
Combined together.
Did you make up finimeter, or was that actually
No,
what it
it's
is?
a finite meter.
What? Oh my gosh, where'd he?
Whoa! We're already getting so much
jumping off.
bigger. Oh my god!
That
Wait,
is
what is that?
insane.
Is that like a cue ball?
Oh, that's a
hydrogen atom.
Atom.
That's still so tiny.
Yeah.
Wait, guys, isn't
Wait,
it
what?
crazy that even when you get down to like microscopic level, even like the atoms, they look like planets when you zoom in really close.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like as big as we think things are, like planets and stuff.
Sweating.
Things are just as small. Things are just as small as we think things are big.
I know,
So,
and those sweat stains are big and
they're
circular.
pretty big, and they're only going to get bigger because this video is gonna be crazy.
Alec gets really scared about the universe and the size of the universe.
It's true. I'm not kidding. I lose sleep all the time thinking about how big the universe is.
Wow. All right.
How
Already
many
jumping up to
amino acids
540.
are in one human? I want to know.
Millions and billions, bro.
Silicon crystal. I don't even know what that is, but it looks cool.
Wow.
A fullerene.
Do you think
I mean,
this
at
is
this
what
point,
they
yeah.
actually look like, or it's just like what they
Yes.
think they look like? Under a microscope, this is exactly what they look like? A carbon nanotube?
DNA strand. That's a
at
DNA
this
strand.
point, yeah, I mean,
Sorry.
scientists have been able to figure out what a lot of microscopic things look like, and we were actually able to split the atom. So if we could do that, we could basically do anything.
Adam, we can literally split you in half.
I was hoping that someone would do that.
I'll
I was
split you.
hoping.
I'll split you later.
We're still in the particles. We have 1 to 1,000 nm.
Dude,
What
that's
does that
actually
even
insane.
mean?
Stop and think about how big
I
that
don't
thing
want
is
to.
compared to the very first thing we saw, like one neutron.
The yellow fever virus would be like the sun to us.
Yeah.
Like
if
we're a
you-
proton.
to
The yellow
the
fever
neutron.
virus
Okay.
is
Yeah.
the sun.
Oh yeah, no, way bigger, incredibly bigger. That's like a whole universe in comparison to what a proton is.
You know how
could
small we are
probably
compared
fit
to the
like
sun?
a trillion bajillion protons inside of the yellow fever virus.
We're still in the NMs right now. When
Ladies
do we
and gentlemen,
actually
if you
get
guys
to
did not
meters?
realize, we
That's
are
a nanometer.
scientists. We are the smartest people on planet Earth. Everything that we say is factual.
Yo,
Influenza
viruses are
virus.
huge. That is terrifying.
No,
if
they
you
not.
actually
No,
look
they
at
not.
it.
No, they not. No, they not. You literally.
AIDS! AIDS!
Run at him. Raise your hand if you have that. Raise
Everybody
your hand if you
pledge.
have that.
Corona! No, wait,
Oh,
don't
no.
say it.
Don't say
no,
that
we're
word.
gonna
Say
get
it.
demonetized. The C word.
Wait, that virus is so much bigger than the other ones. Holy smokes. Collagen.
Okay, good guys. We're back to safety now.
Okay,
it's just
we're good.
collagen.
We're good. Oh, here we go.
Mitochondria, the powerhouse of the
Mitochondria.
Yeah,
cell.
look at how much bigger it is compared to the coronavirus. It destroys it. Go.
Ew, lactic acid bacteria. That looks
Why are you saying
gross.
ew? That kind of looks cool.
It just looks gross.
Kinda
How does that
looks
look
like a
cool?
Big thing of toilet paper.
Yeah, the toilet paper.
One red
Oh,
blood cell.
Blood cells.
Look at how
Don't-
big it is.
Don't
Wait, guys,
our-
how many red blood cells do you think that we have in our body?
1,246,724.
That's it.
How many red blood cells in body? We have 5.65 million red blood cells per microliter of blood.
I was close.
Per microliter. Per microliter.
Yeah, so you have about 35 trillion.
I was close. I was close.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So it
Alright,
must
let's
be
see.
much bigger than the red blood cells.
It should be. Who's that?
Oh,
that looks
Adam
like one
has
of those...
like 3
There's
of
the
those.
missing chromosome, Alec. Alec, there's your missing chromosome.
Catch it, Alec. Catch it.
Okay, dude. Okay. I could use
there it
a
is,
couple
the white
extra. Hey,
blood
look,
cell.
there's the white blood cell that I was talking about.
Oh wow, that thing's big.
Yeah, and so the viruses, they go to war with the little tiny viruses. That would be annoying for them to fight.
Look, guys, it's a little tadpole.
Yeah.
Looks scary.
Whoa, is that a poop?
Yo!
Human hair
Alec!
thickness.
Alec!
Okay.
We found your hair! Alec, the
No, that's
missing
actually
hair!
my hair. It's my hair. It definitely fell out.
Oh, wait,
this
yeah,
morning.
it's brown. Never mind. It's Jack's.
brown.
That's
Paper
actually the one
thickness.
missing. I need that right here.
So just plug it in. Oh, the human ovum.
Jack, tell us more about it.
I had that for breakfast.
You had eggs for breakfast?
I did.
I hope not human ones. That'd be weird.
Ew.
No, that'd be very weird. Not enough.
Whoa,
protein.
one grain of salt.
1 grain of salt.
What is that in the background? What? Ew,
looks
what
like
is
a
that?
cube.
That looks like a claw.
It's gotta be
Maybe
a
a
Ugh,
crab.
it's like a tick.
Oh, it's probably like a bed bug.
Yeah.
literally
That's just,
one
it's giving
grain.
me the heebie-jeebies. As my dad would say.
Paramecium. Wow, that thing looks like it performs photosynthesis.
Amoeba.
I thought they were
Amoeba.
spelled
Is
differently.
that like venom?
Amoeba.
Was that infect
Nah,
your body
amoebas,
and turn
Adam.
you
It's
stronger?
like the single-celled organism.
That looks disgusting. I'm not gonna lie.
Dust mite.
A dust mite.
I hate when
forgot
they
to-
zoom in on bugs.
How many mites do you think you have on your body right now?
Zero.
Zero.
Yeah, zero. That's like doing the thing where Adam said poop is in all of our food. That's
Jack-
like
Okay,
the same
guys,
thing.
I'm so sorry. You have 1.5 million of them on your body right now, and you have no idea.
Get off me!
They are the smallest microscopic mites, and they're all over you right now.
I just showered. There's no way.
It
I'm
doesn't
getting
matter.
naked.
They're
I don't
so
believe it.
I need a
tiny
shower.
that water goes right over them. Okay, Adam, you can put your shirt down. It's okay.
Help!
That actually grosses me out. I don't
Isn't
like
that
that
really
at all.
weird?
Get off my body!
I don't like it. I can't do this.
I think I got it.
That actually creeps me out.
I really I really don't like that at all.
I don't want to know that.
That's
Just
disgusting.
erase that from
Why
your
would
mind.
zoom in on bugs,
Dude,
please?
we would definitely be able to see a dust mite because that's how big a snowflake is, and we can clearly see snowflakes. There's no way that we can't see dust mites.
Well, yeah, I'm seeing a snowflake right now.
That's Kapalapa, Jack. I
staring
don't
at
believe
you, Alec.
your study.
Google
Snowflake.
told me.
Google is not always correct. Adam,
this, a
stop
flea?
laughing at your own joke. I heard you. I'm choosing to ignore that.
Look at the fleas.
Oh, fleas. Adam used to
They're
have
scary
lice.
and hairy.
This is what they base the Stranger Things on.
Adam used to have lice.
What?
Did he?
That's not even true.
I don't know.
making
I
up
used to have
rumors.
lice, and so I'm insecure about it. So I just say other people had it.
It happens to the best of us.
Okay, here we go. We're getting to the inches. This is where I come in.
Ant-Man.
There's trillions of ants in the world,
Wow.
and they dominate pretty much everything.
Mosquito.
That's because
Fun
they're
fact:
so small.
the most deadly animal of all time, mosquito.
I thought it was humans.
Well, other than humans.
Oh, okay.
Mosquitoes are the #1 killer of humans.
Wow.
You know that?
That's why we hate them so much.
Yes.
Wow.
I despise.
I thought it was McDonald's.
mosquitoes.
There's no mosquitoes in Disney World. Did you know that?
I don't believe a word you say anymore.
No.
I used to trust you. I don't believe you.
I
There's
swear,
no
they
way.
they actually Disney World has so many different measures in place to get rid of mosquitoes. I swear, if look it up.
What? I
They've
thought you were
eradicated
just
all
saying that.
mosquitoes.
Wow.
I swear
That's
they've
great.
gotten
I
rid of like
believe you
every
now.
mosquito
I
in the
believe
area.
you now. That's
Oh,
crazy.
we
Look, it's
jumped
George
up to the
Washington.
U.S. currency. We're almost at
That's
1
money,
inch.
baby.
We still haven't even
Money.
reached an inch yet. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we're talking. Alec,
A couple more of those.
Alec, you're very familiar with 1.26 inches.
Oh,
Eventually,
yeah.
we're gonna get
Times
up
5.
to our planet. We're gonna get up to the sun. We're gonna get up to the Milky Way galaxy. We're gonna get into other galaxies, the Andromeda galaxy, and then our observable universe.
Isn't it crazy
That
that those
scares me.
things are alive?
Scares me.
Like grasshoppers are alive and they're that tiny.
I know.
It really does scare me how big things are to become.
Even the apple is alive. That
it's
is
not.
even more creepy.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I guess it's
It
alive.
is
but,
alive.
like,
What do you
it's-
mean? No, it's not.
No, but, like, it doesn't
What
do
are you
anything.
talking
It just
about?
grows. It just grows and then
Please.
dies.
I know,
skip,
isn't
let's
that
skip.
so
It doesn't
crazy?
count.
I hate mouses. I hate mice.
Wait, but it says without tail, but it has the tail. What the flip is up with that?
No, no,
we-
it's,
I told
it's
you,
saying
can
the
we move
measurement
on?
is without the tail.
Can we not pause on the
The
stupid
measurement
little
is
rat?
without the tail, dummy.
Can we go? Who cares?
I don't understand why they had to make that distinction.
What is that? Some sort of
The distinction is
CD?
flying planet?
A CD, Adam.
What do you do with that?
optical disc. You like put it in your phone.
So
is
dumb.
that?
He's so dumb. He's so dumb. He's so
Hummingbird is the smallest bird,
Okay, 5.1
and I think it's
inches.
the only bird that can go like in different directions.
It can hover. It's the only one that
go
can
like
hover.
this and
Wow.
like this.
Yeah. Hummingbirds
we're
are
at
cool.
Soccer bow. Let's go. Shout out humans.
Okay. All right, we're getting into things that we can actually like see and that we know.
Oh, it's a rabbit with red eyes. That's how
Look
you
at
know
how
to run
small
away.
the quarter already is. That was huge a second ago. Now you can't even see it on the screen.
Isn't it crazy? We all used to be the size of a quarter.
Dang. That hits deep.
What I actually think is crazy, I was thinking about it the other day, and I have deep thoughts, so I apologize. Whoa,
Thinking about your
Adam!
own too.
Adam, you made it!
Adam, you didn't tell me that you were in this video. When
No.
did they have you out to film?
There
But
there
really-
I am.
Hey,
there
look,
I
it's
am.
humans. It's humans.
No,
It's humans.
Adam can't grow facial hair.
But what I was thinking about the other day, that is like insanely crazy to me, is like every single event that has ever occurred ever had to happen in order for us to be alive. Like you individually. If anything differently happened, it's a pretty good chance that you never individually would have been born. You know,
That
like
means that
humanity would have
everybody
continued,
watching,
but you.
Yeah, everybody watching is a miracle.
Every single thing in history had to go exactly the way that it went for you to be alive. So it's like a 0.0 with a trillion zeros after percentage.
Everything
or
in
1%.
history had to happen for you to be alive.
Exactly.
And it should have never happened.
right.
If the sun didn't shine and burn your hair, the red ginger would have never survived.
Come on!
Okay. I was being serious, and then you guys, whatever, dude.
No, it's deep. It's deep.
It's
not as
true.
deep as I'm
It's-
about to
it's
be.
true.
Nobody should be here, but the fact that we are here is a miracle.
Okay, a sunflower is not taller than us. Let's be real.
So crazy.
Yes,
That
they
is, yeah. Wait,
No.
they are not. I've been around
No.
sunflowers. Actually,
they are.
some of them can be. Some of them can be. A lot of them are not. Ostriches
No.
are not 9 feet.
No,
Ostriches
they are
are
not that
not
big.
9 feet tall.
It's a modern dinosaur velociraptor. Look at those toes.
There's no way that thing is 9
Somebody
feet
needs
tall.
to
Oh
clip that
my
thing's
gosh, that's
toes.
not real. That is not real.
Wait, what is that one leg? It's so long.
I
Oh
don't
my
like
god.
it. It's like a
Oh.
crane machine attached to its body.
I did not know that even existed.
That is crazy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's a
Classic.
black elephant.
Elephants are the coolest animal in the
Wow.
entire world.
I love it. They're going extinct. Don't kill elephants, people.
I haven't
true.
ever seen one, so.
Archelon.
I'm pretty sure that's a dinosaur. I don't think those are alive today.
Yeah, I was about to say. It kind of looks like a
I
turtle.
never seen that.
Okay, here we go.
Yep. I think that's actually
Who
real.
do you think would have won in battle? A T-Rex or an elephant?
T-Rex.
Look
yeah,
at those
probably
horns.
T-Rex.
They're tusks, you dummy. Double-decker bus.
What about a T-Rex or a Tyrannosaurus?
I got Tyrannosaurus.
Same.
All right,
Giraffe. The tallest land animal currently. I don't know about ever. Definitely not ever, but currently the tallest land animal.
Yep.
Whoa.
Look, we
The
got a second human for
Shantungosaurus.
scale.
What do you guys think is the biggest animal you could beat in a fight? Hand-to-hand combat.
I
think it's
Non-human?
a human?
Probably a
No, I
giraffe.
said non-human.
Oh,
Does it
non-human,
have to be
yeah.
human? Okay.
Well, I think
be like a
you can't beat a
squirrel.
giraffe. Wait, Adam just said a giraffe. Adam, are you dumb? You can't take on a giraffe with your bare
One
hands.
swipe from the giraffe's neck and you're dead.
I would
You
just
realize
put the-
lions can't even kill giraffes.
I'd put the giraffe in a chokehold.
Alec, if I have a gun, how many bullets do I get?
Oh my gosh, look at the
Zero.
blue whale. Look at the
Dude,
people at the
blue
bottom.
whales are
110 feet.
huge. Oh my gosh.
Okay, now we're really getting You can barely see the humans anymore.
So yeah, at this point, we're getting into a lot of man-made things.
C'est là.
Ah, Jack, look, we got the tree. It's called the Airbus A380. That's the tallest
Whoa.
tree.
Hey, that's a redwood tree.
Fair.
Ready for it?
Wait,
Ready
what?
for it?
Wow, not even
And
close.
I was wrong.
Alec was saying something, and we should never listen.
His name is the General Sherman
it's
tree?
the redwood sequoia tree.
Did he
That's
command
what
an
I was
army
thinking
to
of.
victory?
Tallest one.
Antonov. No way. I wonder when that came out. They were like, this is the biggest. No, this is the biggest.
There's
That's
definitely
what
got to be a
they're
bigger
doing
one.
on ships.
Yeah.
Statue of Liberty.
Okay,
You
shout
think our
out.
arm's getting tired? It's got to get tired by now.
Probably. The Statue of Liberty used to be a lot bigger.
I'm surprised she's not sweating.
Big Ben. I know. I'm sweating it.
All right, now we're getting real big. Imagine what's going to happen when we actually leave our Earth.
Wait, we're getting.
Probably going to see
Oh,
planets.
that's
We're
right.
seeing the
I didn't
entire
think of that.
universe, Alec.
I didn't even think of that.
Whoa.
I literally didn't even think of that.
We're at
Oh my
350
gosh.
feet. We're going to get to the millions of miles in size.
All things considered, the ISS is pretty tiny.
Hyperion.
Wow.
Wait, what about the redwood sequoia trees? Come on. Is that?
Alec, I get it. You like redwood trees.
I do. It resonates with me with the red, you know?
Wow. I actually saw
London
the London Eye
Eye.
in person. It's so much bigger than it appears in this
When?
video.
When were you in London?
When I was 13.
A while ago.
Great Pyramid of Giza.
Wow, that thing is huge.
I always wanted to go to the top and slide all the way down to the bottom.
I heard there's a 7-Eleven that you
it's
can
not
slide down
smooth.
to.
You can't
But if
slide
it-
down
if
it.
it's
It's
if
like
it's-
stairs.
Like
With
a
enough
sled.
force, you could slide
Yeah.
down anything.
No.
I would sled down it.
This guy is so dumb. What is that?
Statue? That's a thing?
Nah.
No, that's not real.
That is not real.
I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that.
A
I have
600
to Google
foot
That is
man.
not real. No way.
I'm looking it up. I got a
Me too.
statue of
That's not
Unity.
real.
No, I think that was real. That was in history. The Heidenberg.
Wow. I mean, the Statue of Unity is real. That's a real
No,
thing.
it's
That's
not.
What?
No.
Yep. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It's like the Statue of Liberty on steroids.
It is an iconic symbol of the Iron Man, who played an important role during India's freedom struggle and thereafter in the unification of the princely statues.
Adam, you have to look at a picture of this because this is insane.
How have I never even heard of this thing?
This is the first time I've ever seen it.
Me too.
Oh my gosh. 600 feet. I'm comparing to the Statue of Liberty. Wow.
It doesn't look real. It looks photoshopped.
Is it? It might be Photoshop.
No, it's
We
real.
should go there. When was it built?
Probably like 75.
I'm thinking I could probably slide off it.
October of 2018 it was built.
That's why we haven't heard of it. That thing's basically brand new. It's
Well, I
just
feel
a
like we
baby.
should have
Yeah,
heard
what?
it. I feel like that makes us, yeah.
Keeping secrets across the pond.
Our Indian audience, come on. Help us out in the comments.
Tell us about big things that are being made. All right,
That's
we're on
crazy.
airships now. Pretty cool.
The
ooh,
Burj
buildings.
Khalifa.
No.
That is in
Oh no.
Dubai.
Burj Al Arab. Wait,
Alex
what
already
is
defaulted.
We've officially reached over 1,000 feet. This is getting crazy.
Wait, the Burj Khalifa is even taller, I think.
Oh, it's way taller.
Yes. It's so much taller. You
Okay, that thing floats. How?
Yeah, wait, it's because of the way it's made.
How do it float?
It's science,
'Cause
Jack,
of-
and
it's
physics.
made.
Oh
I get it, but
my
like,
gosh.
What is Ayers Rock? 1,142 feet
That has
tall.
to be somewhere in like Utah.
It's just a rock.
Whoa, me when I see the Avatar trailer.
That
The
thing just
Empire
shot up.
State Building. It is now erect.
You see how that thing got up there?
Oh, the Empire State Building, once the tallest building. Not
Yeah,
anymore.
Now it's not.
The new World Trade Center.
Oh,
I heard you could see it from your airplane.
Whoa, what is that?
The Abraj Al Bait.
2,000 feet.
Okay, almost. Not quite, Adam. Not quite. Don't give it
That is
2,000
thick
feet.
too. It's not even just
Okay.
like one building.
All right, sorry,
it's
my
like thick.
mistake. 2,000 feet,
Oh,
baby.
Sky Tree.
Hey, yo!
You think once you get to 1972 that they would just round up to 2,000? Like,
They
why-
should. They should add like a flagpole to make it even
Stop,
taller.
blow over. That's the Burj Khalifa. Yo.
Oh my
Guys,
loaded, Joe.
We
Yeah.
have to go there one day and go all the way to the tip, and then Adam can slide off.
Kind of looks like just a stack of
Whoa,
quarters.
what is that?
The Jeddah Tower? Wait, I've never heard of the Jeddah Tower.
What is the
Oh
Jeddah
my
Tower?
God.
We are learning so much today. That is not real.
Hold on.
Everything's
is
been
not real.
Everything's real, Alex.
Jeddah Tower. Is it
Previously
built
known as
yet?
Kingdom Tower, is a skyscraper construction project in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia.
Bro, it's not complete yet, okay? We don't know when it's going to be complete, but it will be the tallest tower if it does get complete.
I see a picture of it, and it's literally above the clouds, like completely above the clouds. That's how tall it is.
Oh, wow.
But I'm looking at it right now, and yeah, it kind of looks like it's under heavy construction, so it's not the tallest yet, but it will be one day.
I do crossword.
It's a good investment, actually. It's a good investment because then they get a lot of tourists, and they get a lot of money for the tourists coming in.
Exactly. I'm gonna go. I'll go see it.
Mount
I'd be
Fuji.
terrified to get to the top of that thing.
Of Mount Everest or Mount Fuji?
Both.
Do you think Mount Everest just like talk smack on all the other mountains? They're like, haha, you'll
It
never
does.
be as big as me, loser.
Isn't Mount Everest getting bigger too every year?
Yeah, but only by like millimeters, I think.
Yeah. That's how much I grow every year.
The Chicxulub.
Chicxulub, that's the thing that took out the dinosaurs.
Oh my god.
Crab Pulsar. What? That's so tiny. A young neutron star.
What do you mean that's
It's
tiny?
12 miles. What?
For a
Adam,
star?
12 miles? Come on, we can
For a
run across
star?
that thing. Yeah, that's nothing.
12 miles, guys.
For
Okay,
a star,
yes,
Adam.
it's big,
For
but
a
dude-
star.
Yeah, we could fit like probably at least 1 million of them inside of the Earth if we wanted to.
Way more.
Think maybe 1 billion?
Hundreds of millions. Billions, yeah.
No.
We're going to get to our star. You're going to realize how tiny that is.
Let's see.
Is that the least massive black hole? Imagine being that black hole, and you're just known to be the least massive
Well, you
black
can still
hole.
suck.
I always kind of wonder this. So are black holes similar to like whenever you're playing Agario? You know how like you suck up another like blob and then you get bigger? Is that what happens to black holes? When you suck up things, they just get bigger?
Yes, except it can suck up things that are bigger than it.
Yeah,
so
right,
it's like
yeah.
it's like you have the Mario Superstar as an Agario circle.
Yeah, right. Okay. All right. That makes sense, actually. That makes sense.
Oh wow. Is that the moon?
Oh,
That's not even
my
our
gosh,
moon.
Oh, wow.
That's the moon of Uranus.
Uranus.
Oh wow.
Adam, that goes around Uranus.
I've had
Oh, wow.
poops bigger than that thing. Yeah.
That's funny.
I'm fully invested in this video now.
Ooh, Vesta.
Invested? Wow,
If
that's
Vesta
good.
hit Earth, we'd be donezo.
100%.
We'll die.
I want to see how big Earth is compared to that.
So if our moon isn't real, are these moons real?
Makamake.
Check, our moon's real. What are you talking
What?
about?
Oh, I thought it was a conspiracy.
What are you talking about?
It is. There are
Is
some
what the internet
conspiracies
says.
about it.
What is this, the Truman
Yeah.
Show?
Well, Pluto's not real. It's a dwarf planet.
That doesn't mean it's not real. It's still there.
Have you ever seen it?
Europa.
Yes.
No.
I'm looking at it right now.
These are just pictures.
Don't
Adam.
believe everything that you see, Adam.
Adam, I can
not
show
not
you
everything
a
you see is
picture
true.
of a Flopagapasaurus, and you think that was real.
True.
Yeah, I'm an optimist. Okay.
Actually, way back in the day, early science, almost all of it has been disproven in today's day and age.
True. A lot of
and
old
so-
people thought that the Earth was the center of the entire universe.
Exactly, and that couldn't be farther from the truth. And so I wouldn't be surprised if like 100 years on the line, we have a completely new idea of how the entire universe operates. And everything we learn now is actually incorrect, or at least most things.
The one things that have stayed constant are the laws of physics. I don't
Yes.
think they can be broken.
Well, unless you're talking about like black holes, because gravity and like time and so, like that sort of stuff, that is the only scenario where like physics breaks.
Yeah, time dilates.
Oh
Doesn't make any
wow!
sense.
Look at this, guys. It's Mars.
Oh, I love Mars.
This will be our future planet that we inhabit.
Hopefully,
Elon.
hopefully.
It's a lot smaller than I thought.
It's a little bit smaller than Earth.
It's way smaller than Earth.
Venus is very
Look at
hot
this.
compared to Earth.
Venus is bigger than I
Yeah,
thought.
look at how much smaller it is than Earth.
Yeah, but you could still habitat a lot of that, you know?
True.
A lot of it is habitatable.
Why don't we just build new islands? I don't understand. There's so much water. We can just float on top of it.
Because eventually Earth is just going to die.
No.
So we need a backup planet.
Earth forever.
Neptune is pure blue.
Dude, All those gas giants are fake. Like, they're real. I'm not saying they're not real, but I'm saying like they're frauds for being as big as they are because they're just gas. It's a ball of gas. It's not like a real planet, you know?
Yeah, but like they have a core somewhere in there that is.
Yeah,
like,
so I want to know how big the
Earth or
actual
Venus.
core is, because to me that's how big the planet is, not the gas around it. You know, it's fraudulent to me.
But it looks really cool.
It does look cool. They're very pretty. Very pretty.
Look at that, Jupiter. Do you think it smells bad on Jupiter?
Probably.
It does kind of
It
look like
smells
someone
like-
just took a dump and left for months.
Whoa.
Guys,
Big
we're at
Okay, that is cool.
160,000 miles big.
That's the sequel to Jupiter.
Can you even? Okay, here we
And
go.
there's the sun. Adam, remember when you said that one sun was big?
Yeah,
you remember
it's
that? You literally can't even see it anymore. This is just our sun, and it's not even close to the biggest sun in the entire universe.
Whoa.
8,643.37 miles big?
Serious.
This is starting to look
this
like
is-
the hydrogen atoms.
See, this is where it starts to freak me out. Like when I really start to think about it, like it scares me. I get scared.
You weren't freaked out before with the moons? Now you're freaked out?
Yes, that's exactly what. Yes.
So you can comprehend the moon.
Yes,
Well, we
and then
can
when we
at
get
least
to like
see the
this
movie.
scale, it's like it just like my brain hates it. Like I can't. It scares me. It makes me like lay in bed and just be like, well.
Yeah, I know. You get
Like,
so
what
shaky.
even am I?
You get so shaky at night. I try to calm you down. It just doesn't work.
Maybe I do it on purpose so you shake me down.
Have you guys ever looked through a telescope and like seen one of the other planets in the telescope?
No.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. I
wanna
did
do
like
that one
Mars.
day.
Okay, but guys, why do the different stars have different colors?
It's how hot they are. You know, like in a fire, depending on how hot it is, it turns different colors.
I don't think that's true. I think it's what is burning. Like if you burn a newspaper that has a lot of ink on it, it'll be a blue flame. It's like the type of material that's burning. I think. I could be wrong.
Sagittarius A.
27,000
Black hole.
miles?
That's the one at the center of our
Is that
Milky Way
sucking
galaxy.
up the entire universe right now?
Eventually,
slowly.
there's
That's
a
terrifying.
yeah. There's a conspiracy that the Big Bang wasn't actually like the antimatter and matter. It was just a supermassive black hole that eventually exploded. And so that's what we think started the entire universe. But it was really just a giant black hole that sucked and sucked and sucked and sucked and sucked until it couldn't suck anymore. Then it burst. And that was the Big Bang.
Oh, wow.
That's just another theory.
Interesting.
Wow,
Yep.
so a black hole's like my stomach, and our universe is like the poop that eventually came out of my butt.
Right. Yeah, that's
Except
actually a
yours
very
goes
good
down.
analogy.
Should get that checked out.
Aldebaran. Aldur. Aludra.
So the people that discover this, they come up with the names, right?
They do.
I need to
I would just
discover my
name
own
them all
planet.
after me.
Oh my god, that one just popped up out of nowhere.
Flashbang!
They just come up with random letters sometimes. for the names.
264,000 miles!
Whoa,
You know how long that would take you to jog?
Like at least 12 minutes.
And now we can barely even see our sun.
Oh
like
my
if you thought
gosh.
our sun was big, this one would fit like a trillion of our suns inside of
A trillion?
it. Yeah.
No.
Whoa.
Maybe not. Yeah, actually, probably with how like.
What?
What's weird to me is that, like, obviously we could see our sun, but, like, why can't we see these things be, like, really big in the sky, right? If they're that big, like, they
That's 'cause
have to be so far away, right?
That's exactly what it is.
That's crazy.
They are hundreds of millions of trillions of light years away.
Wait, we do see it, Jack. That's what the stars are.
I know, but there's some stars that, like, all the stars, when you look at the sky, they kind of look the same, except for the planets.
Well, there's
Shine
the North
brighter.
Star. The
Some
North Star is
stars shine
bigger.
brighter.
Isn't the North Star like Jupiter?
I don't think so. But yeah,
Blue,
dude,
red, yellow.
these stars are probably bigger than our entire solar system.
Imagine
Like,
if we could
if
harness
that's
that
a
energy.
spawn-
I think
if
I
that
could be
just-
Iron Man.
That actually is true. I mean, if we're able to harness the energy of the sun, there's so much untapped potential that we could accomplish.
right? Solar panels.
We're
Yeah,
trying.
but we
I
can
mean,
only
yes,
get a
but
little
that's only
bit.
like a little tiny speck.
Imagine we could just get right up in the sun and just start sucking it for its energy.
We should put a bunch of solar panels in the in our like base atmosphere.
Oh yeah,
They always collect the
Yeah,
sun.
you should tell that to Elon.
He's probably
Just
working
pitch
on
it to him.
honestly that might be a thing, guys. That's probably how they stay in orbit. They probably just use the sun as power.
Whoa! Whoa! No, that's a black hole. I can't.
Oh!
149 billion miles.
I can't watch.
40 billion solar masses.
How is that not just sucking us right now? Ah,
It's bigger!
Oh my
It
God!
gets bigger!
Help us.
I'm not sleeping.
you're not safe.
I will not sleep tonight because of this stuff. I'm not kidding. I can't sleep. I cannot sleep.
Where is it? I can't see it in the sky!
Bruh.
Okay, look, like what is going on?
What is this? What is this? I
our
told you it was
galaxy.
gonna get crazy. What even
Why do we
is
watch
this?
these videos? It just gives me nightmares. It just gives me
2.6
nightmares.
light years?
What are we
does that
looking
even
at?
mean?
What even are those? Where are the black holes?
There's some sort of dark
The black
energy
holes are now
controlling everything.
specks in there. They're not
Run,
even
run.
like you thought the black holes were big. Now they're just specks.
Okay, but just keep moving.
So sweaty right now.
Just happened.
Actually, kind of looks pretty cool.
It is. It's very pretty. Some people say it's
Eagle.
like God's art. That's what they say.
Oh, that's one of the
Sec
galaxies.
U2.
That's not even our galaxy.
A dwarf
that's
galaxy.
a tiny galaxy,
We haven't even been looking at galaxies yet.
bro.
I thought we've been
Oh.
looking at galaxies this whole time.
It's just been nebulas.
Oh.
Small things within the galaxies.
Wait till we get to like God's hand. Oh my gosh.
Look at the conversion rate. 1 light year equals 9.46 trillion kilometers.
Oh my god.
Tarantula! They make tarantulas that big?
Imagine. Oh my gosh.
just a spider that big.
Well, we wouldn't even be able to see it. It would just be darkness.
Sleeping Beauty.
Who is naming these?
Wow.
They need to get fired.
Clearly somebody at Disney.
I can't believe that there's this much other stuff out there and there's no aliens. There has to be. There has to be aliens. There's no way.
We don't
There
even know
are
everything
probably
out
other
there.
Milky
aliens,
Way.
but we're pretty early on when it comes to the length of how long
There must be other life out there. I don't
yeah,
know
it's
about
like a
other
they're not as
intelligent
evolved
life.
as us.
Is this like a
Yeah.
Minecraft world where if we look at a microscope or a telescope, it just goes infinitely as you can just go forever?
What are you
If
We
I
can't
hopped in
see
a
the
spaceship and I just flew straight, would I eventually hit the end, or does it just keep going?
We don't know where it ends, Adam. We can only observe so far.
I think it just keeps going forever and ever.
No.
It's amazing that humans have been able to invent telescopes so that we can actually see this stuff.
Yeah, but eventually it's gotta end, right? You can't keep going. You can't keep going.
No,
What's
it,
at the end?
It doesn't end.
I think
I
it's just
don't-
nothingness
nothing ends.
eventually.
What
How
ends
does it
is
not
how far
end?
we
It
can
doesn't
see.
even make sense. There has to be
Our
an end.
telescopes can't see that far.
So you can
They
just
can see
travel
really far.
forever.
Ew.
That doesn't make any sense.
Linnea Kia.
What do you mean you can travel
Yeah, but
forever?
what's at the end then? What's at the end? You just get
What is
blocked
this?
off by a border?
Yeah,
What-
there's
what-
gotta
what
be
are
a
we- what are
border
we looking
somewhere.
at? Hercules
But then what's on the
Corona
other side of the
Borealis
border?
Great Wall Superstructure.
Nothing.
What is that? No, that's not real.
That
What
has
is
to be
this?
our entire
This is the observable universe. Okay. I was going to say, if there's anything that big,
No,
the
so that's how
observable
far
universe.
I'm pretty sure we're able to see, right? That has to be it.
where are we going now? No, no,
It's
no,
93
no, no,
billion
no,
light years.
no, no, no,
Stop
no, no,
zooming
no,
out.
No, 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 no.
See, this is what I was telling you guys about.
Oh my god, those videos scare the bejesus out of me. I can't believe how tiny of a speck we are in this entire Earth. It's actually terrifying. For some odd reason, the boys want to watch another size comparison video, but this time with black holes. I don't know. I don't make the rules. I just watch the videos, so we're gonna be checking it out right now.
Here we go. Whoa, that's the smallest one in the entire universe.
That is so tiny.
It's 11 miles?
miles long.
It's a
That
baby
is
black
not tiny.
hole.
Whoa, I think I
could
could
run
run
that.
across that in like 20 minutes.
I could
yeah.
run faster than you.
You guys cannot. You guys
way.
have never run 11 miles in your life. Don't lie.
Well, we're up to 18 miles already. Look at, dude, these actually look really cool. Look at them. I didn't realize
That
they look so
seems
cool.
big. Like if that thing was on Earth, it would suck everything on Earth inside of it.
In probably like 5 minutes, the entire Earth would be gone and sucked.
That is crazy.
That is not true.
A black hole is like me with Chipotle. It just goes in my mouth and doesn't come back out.
Jack, do you know why the black holes look different? Like they have different colored rings around them? Why are they different colors?
I'm pretty sure it's like based on what they suck up. So like some of them that are smaller, they can only suck up so many different stars and planets. So it's really just kind of dependent on the things that they're sucking up.
Right, but why wouldn't it be like the rainbow color? Like it's all one color. So if they're sucking up a bunch of different things, everything it sucks up would have to be the same color.
Well, Alec, if they're sucking up something like a star or a sun, that's gonna burn everything, and it's just gonna end up being one color, you idiot.
That is true.
I'm the science guy. Ask me any science questions.
I think that they're both wrong. Guys, comment down below if you know the real answer.
Every
Whoa,
single
there's a
one of these
Taylor
are
Swift hole.
every single one of these are math equations. What the heck?
Yeah, I'm pretty
yeah.
sure Elon Musk named these. I'm pretty sure his son is like named the same thing.
1,128 minus 68. Or 24
Okay,
minus
do the
68.
math, do the math.
Calculations. It's a black hole.
Oh, I can do this one. X minus 3.
Dude, these look
Negative
really
3x.
cool. I thought black holes were just black and you couldn't even see them, to be honest. I didn't realize that they had so much light around them.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
They
whoa,
look
whoa,
like
whoa.
Uranus.
It's getting
Whoa.
real big. We were at
They
78
do not
miles.
look like my anus.
It just jumped up to 1,800 miles.
What?
Isn't that bigger than the Earth?
Yo, that looks
I
like a black
know.
hole
Wait,
inside of a
what's
sun.
the circumference of the Earth?
The Earth is 8,000 miles in diameter.
Oh.
Yeah, it's about 8,000 miles.
It's almost as big as the moon. Yo, we're getting
Are you
crazy.
serious? Okay, so wait a second. If you put the smallest black hole inside the moon, would it be able to suck it?
No.
100%.
0%.
Do you not know? Are you like you don't understand anything about black holes? If you put a black hole on Earth that was 1 foot wide like this, it would suck up the entire Earth in at least 15 minutes.
Alec, I think that's the dumbest thing you've ever said. Have you ever tried pooping in a hole this big? It doesn't go in.
Have you tried that?
It just wouldn't make sense. It's like trying to put a
yeah.
triangle
Hold on, wait a second.
in a square hole.
Adam, wait a second. Think about this. Okay, so a black hole is like a giant big mass condensed down into a little ball. So like, for example, if you were to turn the Earth into a black hole, it would be the size of a
penny.
golf ball.
Oh,
No, a golf close. It would be the size of a golf ball. So you have to think, if a black hole is, the smallest one is 11 miles wide, that had to be massive. That had to be like one of the biggest stars, and then it collapsed down into like a little butthole.
I thought only stars could turn into black holes.
Well, yeah, this is just like a hypothetical, you know, like if Earth could turn into a black hole, it would be like the size of this. But it can't, so we're fine.
Well, you're a star.
I know.
Alex not.
What just happened? I don't know. All right.
Alec is glowing.
Alec looks like the sun. Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
Wait, no.
Not G Curse 13E. Whoa.
There's the Earth. I don't think this might be the end of the video. I don't think any black hole is bigger than this.
Earth,
It is
Adam,
spinning so quick. Whoa.
trust
is that the
me,
sun?
they get a lot bigger than that.
Is that actually the sun?
Ooh, that's the sun. Yeah.
That's the biggest a black hole's ever been. Here we go.
No, Adam, you are so dumb.
That was
Have
a
you
quick
ever heard
video.
of super massive black holes?
Adam, our sun is big, but in terms of all of the stars, it is very tiny.
We've only seen like the tiniest black holes so far. Now we're getting into like actually real
Nah.
black holes.
What?
Yes, Adam.
Oh my god.
What?
Holy
12,000
smokes.
miles?
That
12
thing is
million
messy.
miles.
That is a
12
messy
million
looking
miles.
black hole.
Adam, did you know at the center of every galaxy is a black hole? That's what keeps the galaxy spinning.
That is
it's
true.
the gravitational
science on
pull
me
of
right
the
now.
entire.
No, it's not.
Black
Yes,
holes,
it is.
they have a lot
No.
of gravity.
I was always taught that you're the center of gravity.
Adam, every time you're around Alec, do you know how you feel slightly attracted to him? Like you just want to get closer and
How
closer?
did I get pulled into this? This
Yeah,
is
but-
insane.
That's how
but
gravity
then-
works. Think of Alec as a giant black hole, right? With a bunch of like fire around him, and you just want to go to the center of Alec.
Yeah, but the odor and the smells keep me away.
Exactly, but if you get too close, you get sucked in.
I see. Okay, I see.
Don't get too close to Alec. That's what we learned today.
You know, when you relate it to Alec, it makes a lot of sense.
Sagittarius A.
That's the center of our galaxy.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
It
And
is.
There's one that. Yeah, it is. But there's
Ours
also the
looks cool.
Andromeda galaxy. I don't
Yeah.
know what the center. I don't know what the black hole is for that one.
I honestly have no idea.
All the names are getting smaller, but they're getting bigger. I guess they ran out of numbers.
Well, if you
Oh
think about
my
it, these
God.
are the bigger ones are probably the first ones they ever found.
Oh, yeah.
So the names are shorter.
How do you even find these?
Ooh,
Did they send some
look at
monkey
the
in a spacecraft?
stars. Wait, that black hole is definitely smaller than that star, though.
Whoa, wait. That's the first one that
Wow.
actually looks like a star. That's a black hole.
I think that's not a black hole.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like a supernova star.
Well, that's just a superstar. It's like one of the bigger stars in the universe, but there still are bigger stars than that. Like, way bigger.
And the craziest thing is, if that turns into a black hole, it would probably be like the size of Earth. It would shrink down so much.
So that means that these black holes were 100, 200, 300 times bigger?
Bigger. Think bigger, Adam. Think bigger.
400?
Bigger.
500?
I think it's a lot bigger, Adam.
Whoa.
The thing with black holes as well is once they form, they still get bigger and bigger and bigger. Like suns deteriorate over time, planets stay the same, but black holes never stop growing. They just suck and
my
suck and
goodness.
suck. That's why some of these black holes are so enormous, is because they've been growing for literally billions of years.
They
It's
never
so
die?
scary.
They never implode on itself like a black
As
hole
long
can
as
never
they
go in?
keep sucking stuff up, they'll keep getting bigger.
So eventually the entire universe will be sucked.
That's the theory of the Big Bang, is eventually it all, well, one of the theories, that eventually it all gets sucked up into one, and boom, it all explodes back out again, and the cycle of life repeats.
Guys, it's getting really big, but there's still stars that are bigger than
I
these black
told
holes.
you, look how big this star is. It makes the last one look so
Oh
puny.
my
Every time we
goodness.
watch a science video, it makes me not want to go outside.
The largest known star, Stevenson
Steven!
2 DFK1.
Stephen Hawking definitely named that one.
Holy smokes, that is his son.
That is his
Stephen's son.
firstborn son. Stevenson the second, DFK the first.
That is a big son. He is huge. He is bright. He will shine.
He typed that one into his computer and everyone was like, yeah, that's a good name.
Yeah, boy. That is insane. So if you shrunk that into a black hole, that would have to be one of the biggest black holes, right?
I don't think so.
It would definitely be bigger, yeah.
Wait, what happens when two black holes connect?
It
they
forms
just-
a mega. I think they suck into each other. Yeah.
Yeah, they just get bigger
They suck each other up.
How do I become a black hole?
when it comes to any food.
Oh yeah.
That seems like the life. All they do is just suck and suck and suck.
Yeah,
Whoa.
eventually though, Adam, I do think you have a point because there is something called a quasar, which I believe is when a black hole actually does explode, but I don't know how or why or when that happens. But I think that is a thing.
Is that going to be the end of our universe when that happens?
No, because black holes have had quasars before, like it
Yes.
happens.
We've experienced quasars.
Oh, there's a quasar right there. It's a QZO.
Wow.
Powahi. Whoa.
We're at the point now we're at 26 billion miles.
wide. I can't even like comprehend what that even means.
Is
So
the first
apparently, quasars are not dead black holes. They are super massive black holes that suck up everything,
Oh,
even
Alex-
more than a normal black hole.
Alex
they
wrong
suck
again.
in electromagnetic things. They suck up radiation, and that's what makes the spectrum that you can see.
Yeah, but don't they like shoot out energy at the same time?
Yeah. So that's like what they're giving off, but they're not dying. They're still getting bigger.
So they're sucking and they're shooting at the same time, and they're just super massive.
Exactly. There's just so much stuff that they're trying to suck in that they can't, so that it starts shooting out from the top and the bottom.
That's insane. Okay. I thought that was a black hole that died, but apparently it's not. It's really a peaked black hole. That's like at its peak is when it turns into a quasar.
Speaking of Stephen Hawking, by the way, he's the black hole expert. I didn't know that.
Oh, look at Jack there. Jack's reading about Stephen Hawking.
Oh my god, I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind. It takes black holes forever to die, and most of them don't die. They're just floating around the universe.
billion miles big, Jack. Josh, hey.
Crazy.
Well, that's the thing about black holes too, especially the small ones. It's so hard for us to identify them because, well, they're black, and so we can't even
Exactly.
see them. So there actually could be a black hole way closer to Earth than we could even imagine, but we literally can't see it.
Why are all of them different colors then? Are they just doing that for fun?
Yeah, they don't all have colors like that. A lot of them are just like black and invisible.
Yup. They only have the colors when they're sucking stuff in. That's it.
Yeah, they also do distort like visuals when you look at them because they're kind of warping through space and time as they go.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you're on the highway and then it's really hot outside and then you look at the road and it's really hot so that you can see like the waves and the particles changing.
Is that radiation?
I don't know what that is. Probably though.
It's its gravitational pull. It's just going through space and time. Like space and time doesn't even exist when you're in a black hole.
I see. That's just a theory.
That is weird.
A game theory.
Even actually, if you really dive deep into it, black holes are also just a theory.
No.
This is true.
There's some scientists don't even believe black holes are real. The majority of them do. But there are some that think that black holes don't even exist.
I'm a scientist. I believe in black holes and white holes.
Have they discovered all of these through a telescope?
I believe in all holes.
Yes, Adam. They've looked through. What's the biggest telescope that we have? The
Hubble?
The little
The
man?
Hubble, yeah.
Yeah, the Hubble.
Yeah, but I think it's like they don't actually I don't know. I'm not sure
No,
they
you
actually
don't
physically
see it.
see the black hole. They just
yeah,
see
they-
Oh, something's happening. We got to like 300 billion miles. Now I think we're going back in time.
Whoa.
We're
Who's
starting at the
reversing
biggest
video?
and then we're going back. I always wanted to see this. Not a lot of size comparisons do this. They always just go to the top and then they stop
That's
there. But
true.
now they're actually going back so we can get the full 360 perspective.
This is
Just
insane.
like a
Wait a
black
second.
hole, just like the quasar. They're giving and they're sucking. They're
Hold
giving and
on.
they're sucking.
Hold on. Wait a second. We're going back far.
We get the full 360, man. Go back to the start. We're going back in time. This is like Superman when he goes across the earth and he reverses time.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
You don't know
god.
how bad I want to be a quasar right
Oh my
now.
god. we still can't even see Earth. That's how tiny we are, dude.
I might
Earth was at the
quasar by
beginning.
the end of this video. I might turn into one.
I am for real a quasar.
Oh my god.
Hold on.
I'm naming my first son Quasar.
Oh my god.
Come on. No. I didn't even realize how many black holes we went through. I was listening to Alex nonsense for the past 10 minutes.
I was half right about some things and half wrong about others. I'll take it. 50-50.
Whoa, this
Whoa.
jump scared me.
I might have to name my son Jack Jr. Black Hole Beck.
Nah, there's already two guys that have that.
That's our son. That's our son, finally.
Here we go.
Okay.
It's
That's
so
our son. I
puny.
love our son. Our son is massive. Our son is beautiful.
That is insane. They
There's
zoomed in
Earth.
times 1,000.
Times a trillion, probably.
Oh, wow. These ones look big at first, but now I'm disappointed by how
So
big
you're
these
telling
are.
me the
They're
smallest
so
one could
tiny.
suck up Earth?
Yeah,
100%.
What could the biggest one do then? Suck up the entire universe?
pretty much.
That's what it's currently doing.
Oh my god. And we're just floating around in space, just waiting to get sucked.
This is crazy.
It's not like we can even fight it. Maybe we've already been sucked, and we don't even know.
Oh.
That's true. We could be inside of one.
Oh. I wish
Wow,
that
that's
were like a
crazy.
Horton Who, where we're just a little particle on a leaf somewhere.
I want it to go back. I want it to go back, and I want to see everything.
Dude, these videos are blowing my mind. There's no way it actually gets that big. Oh my gosh. Okay, now that we're in the space mood, we're going to be checking out 50 space facts that will absolutely blow your mind. Let's do it.
Get out your notebook,
Hole
boys.
normally
We're about to
ends in a
learn today.
spectacular light show and its destruction. Just one star that astronomers know of managed to survive an encounter with a black hole as heavy as 400,000 suns.
I bet
It
you guys
happened
didn't know
in a
that.
galaxy
That's
about
one atom.
250 million light years away
It's
from
true.
Earth. Astronomers with really powerful equipment noticed bursts of X-rays that raged in space every 9 hours.
I didn't know they
thought
X-ray
must
space.
be Mayday signals from a star trapped by a cosmic abyss. The star was an average red giant when it met its new friend for the
Like
first
Alec.
time. When they got
Okay.
too close to each other, the hungry
Just
space
average.
monster couldn't resist the temptation and snacked on its guest. When it was
Wait,
done
Is that
with
what
the
Adam does in the
star's
kitchen?
outer hydrogen layers, all that was left was the star's core. Eventually, the poor thing turned into a white dwarf.
Really?
Wait, I didn't know stars have cores that are blue.
I
What?
had no idea, dude. That's crazy. I thought only planets had cores.
Oh,
Me
guys,
too.
guys, everybody knows this. It's like in Avatar: The Last Airbender, how everybody shoots out red fire, but in their core, they have the ability to shoot blue fire.
That made no sense.
Adam, you were so dumb.
But for some reason, the giant space monster couldn't finish the meal and trapped it in its orbit for later instead.
That is kind of crazy.
Ever since, the now white dwarf has been traveling in 9-hour laps. It stays far enough from the hole so it won't fall in or get swallowed.
So it pretty much just got
This journey
sucked
isn't
until it
going
was just a
super
white dwarf.
smoothly.
This is
Because
kinda
of
how a
gravity,
vegetable
the
works with my
orbital
mouth.
path is constantly
Always
rotating.
circles it, never goes
After
in.
2 days, it resembles a spirograph pattern.
Oh.
That's pretty cool.
That's
As
neat.
the black hole keeps snacking on it, the star keeps losing its mass and growing in size. Its own orbit is becoming more and more circular.
So the black hole is like a leech,
Scientists
stealing
believe
all of its
one
life.
day it will be able to spiral away from its mean friend and turn into a planet the size of Jupiter in 1 trillion years.
It could be a planet.
Wait,
Sun-
wait.
Suns could turn into planets?
Yes.
I thought that once you were in the black hole's like gravitational pull, it was impossible to escape.
Well, the
How does
star
it escape?
did, Alec. I didn't realize that it could turn into a planet.
Yeah, wait, what if Earth is actually the sun?
The Earth
Oh my
could have been the
God.
sun at some point. I think everything started off as the sun.
There's 49 more facts, and I honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna know any of them.
That's
How is that
70
only
times
one fact?
longer than
I'm
the
speechless.
universe has existed so far, so it might not ever happen. The Milky Way alone has hundreds of millions of black holes, and there are way more beyond it.
I don't like to think about this.
They
What?
might feed on other stars and release them in other galaxies. The telescopes that exist now might not be strong enough to spot them.
That's our
Most
best
Milky Way
telescope.
has hundreds of
including
thousands of
our
black holes. I
Milky
will never
Way,
get over that.
have supermassive black holes at the center.
What are they pointing
kinda
at?
look
Can
like
be
white
billions
holes.
of times heavier than the sun. Others of their kind are only 3 times the mass of
Bro.
the sun.
Oh, yeah, only 3 times.
Look at the black hole traveling through the universe. You can see it literally warping space and time as it moves.
That is not real.
That is insane.
It is something out of science fiction. Like, that should not be real, but it is.
I don't think it's real.
I hate it. It scares me.
Adam,
I'm-
next
I'm-
you're gonna tell me that Santa
The
Claus
nearest
isn't
black
real.
hole to the Earth was spotted 1,000 light years
That
away.
looks pretty cool.
Just around the corner in galactic terms.
What the? Wait, it's
It's
that
in a
close to
star
us?
system you can see
No.
with an unaided eye. Scientists found it when they noticed a star behaving weirdly. It was a
What?
giant, rotating like crazy.
That's
They
what
guessed
weird
it
is?
Must have
You
a
could just see
powerful
that floating
gravitational
around in space.
companion. The hungriest black hole astronomers have spotted so far weighs as much as 34 billion suns and is about 6 times
What?
bigger than the one.
How do they even weigh
Where
it?
are they getting that number from? How are they weighing it? Do they have some dude come out there with one of them scales like this and then they put it on the sun?
They probably do a bunch of different like mathematical formulas, and then they just like predict how much it probably weighs. That's what
either
they do when they see
34 billion
Alec.
pounds or like 15 Alex.
Yeah.
the center of the Milky Way. It eats the equivalent of one sun every day.
Oh my gosh.
Sometimes
An entire
black holes
sun.
even
That's a hungry
devour
black hole.
others of their kind that happen
Where
to
is
be
it
too
taking
close
it?
to them. Before you get on a spaceship to escape to some safe, no black hole galaxy, here's
That's
some
what I'm
good
gonna do.
news.
Shout out
Even
Elon
though they're
Musk.
supermassive, they don't have a radius large enough to destroy Earth. And
okay.
even the hungriest of
Okay.
them are safe to watch from a distance.
So we're good.
Yeah,
we're
we're
fine.
safe. We're
We're good.
No black
okay,
hole
good.
should come closer to our planet than the sun for as long as the universe has existed, multiplied by 10 billion times.
Okay, we're
Okay,
good.
good. All right.
In the
All right. We
unlikely
got some
case
time.
one
We
of
got some
these
time.
Scary things passes by Neptune. It could affect the Earth's orbit. That would be no good.
Wait.
Uh-oh.
Say that again.
In theory,
Donuts?
anything can turn into a black hole.
Wait, on donuts?
The only
Nah.
difference between it and the sun is the material their centers are made of. It's
Oh, yeah,
incredibly
true.
dense in those huge space monsters. In
my
reality, there's just one known way to make a black hole.
Alec always says
It
his
has to
stomach
be
is like
the
a black hole.
gravitational collapse of a supermassive star, 20 to 30 times the mass of the sun.
Okay. All right. So it's not going to happen near us.
Never, ever
I
become
think
a
this
black
video
hole.
broke Alec.
That's good. Alec, it's going to be okay. All
Isn't
right.
just a
We're going to be
problem in
fine for at least
Earth's
another 10
oceans,
billion
cities, and
zillion years.
forests. There is a thing called space junk, which is any
wait, what is
human-made
that?
object that's been left in space and now serves no purpose. There's also natural debris from meteoroids and other cosmic objects. There are currently over 500,000 pieces of space debris orbiting the Earth at
So how doesn't it fall? Like, do you think that it ever falls into orbit?
Jack, what are you talking about?
All of this space trash. We're launching all of our trash into space.
If you throw it hard enough, there's no friction in space, so it literally can just continue traveling until it reaches some sort of other planet.
Earth
like
at
where you're going
speeds
with that,
high
Adam.
enough to cause significant damage if they were to collide with a spacecraft or satellite. NASA
we
does
lost
its
Alec.
best to track every single object.
Alec's
to
still
ensure
thinking
that
about the black
missions
holes.
outside Earth can reach their
probably thinking about
destination
food right now.
safely. Have you ever looked up at the night sky and tried to
Yes.
count all the stars? Yeah,
Yes.
good luck. Our galaxy,
There's like 12
the Milky Way,
billion.
not the candy bar, the galaxy, has about 100 billion stars. But other estimates
Okay.
put it at over 200 billion. Since calculating
Who is
the
estimating
exact
this stuff? I
amount
don't
is an
understand.
almost impossible task, even for astronomers. As for the entire universe, there are at least a billion trillion stars. That's a 1
Billion
with
trillion
21
stars.
zeros.
That sounds like something a fourth grader would say.
We got billion, zillion, quadrillion stars. That's
Is that a
probably
real-
how many there are.
That's not a real number,
It's a
right?
it's a billion millions.
Isn't that just a different number? What does that mean?
Probably, but it's probably easier to say billion millions than say like quadeca 4,000 million.
They could just say tree. Remember the number tree? We learned about that.
Yeah, that's like close to infinity. There's probably almost infinite stars.
Zeros after it.
That's
For
I just
comparison,
don't believe
that
that. I
means
can't.
there are more stars in space than there are grains of sand on all of
That
Earth's
can't be true. That
beaches.
can't be
I don't
true.
know if I believe that.
When
I
the
don't know.
planets in the solar system were just
scary to think
starting
about.
I think the
form,
entire
Earth
planet's
didn't
just
have
surrounded
a
by
moon
cardboard.
for the longest time. It took
Okay,
100
no.
million years for our natural satellite to
Or a
appear.
green screen or something.
There are several theories as to how the moon came into existence, but the prevailing one is the fission theory. Is that where somebody went fishing, caught the moon on a hook, and dragged it over into Earth's orbit? No, I made that up.
Jack, that was not funny.
The
Do not
fission
laugh.
theory
That was a good one.
proposes that the
That was a
moon
good
was
one.
formed when an object collided with Earth, sending particles flying about.
I told you guys this
Gravity
before and you
pulled
didn't
the
believe me.
particles
I still
together,
don't believe you.
And the moon was
The
created.
Earth is like
It
the
eventually settled
Earth's
down
or the
onto
moon is the
Earth's
Earth's sun.
So you're telling me before that this asteroid thing hit Earth and created the moon, every day was just daytime? There's no such thing as night?
No, you can have nighttime without the moon, idiot.
elliptical plane that the moon orbits.
I think Alex a chromosome bender.
A trip to the nearest star apart from the sun would take you 5 million years on a commercial airplane. That's what I call a long-haul flight. It would take you about 100,000 years to travel from one end of our Milky
that's
Way
it?
galaxy
I'm
to
good,
the
I'll sit
other
that one out.
at the speed of light. On a plane,
That's at the speed of
that's
light,
just
which we can't
too
even
many
do.
zeros to fit into a
Imagine a
single
plane
screen.
just zooming into space.
The sun can
We-
fit
we
about
literally
a
can't even
million
get close to
Earths
that right now.
inside it. But there's a star called UY Scuti that's about
who named
1,700
that?
times
Scuti.
larger than the sun.
They gotta rename that
Almost
planet.
everything in
Pause.
space is
What?
connected with everything else by gravity.
Wait, the moon's the same size as the Earth? That's
No, Adam,
crazy.
it's all about perspective. Come on.
Look at it, side by side. Look at it.
This is not side by side.
Oh, okay, this is gonna prove your theory wrong, Jack, about gravity.
Star
What
systems
is
are
my
part of
theory of gravity?
galaxies, galaxies are part of clusters, and clusters are parts of superclusters. The largest known supercluster
See?
in the universe is the Hercules Corona Borealis Great Wall. That's a
Jack, can you repeat that back for us?
The Borealis poopy doopy wall.
Almost. You almost got it.
It's more than 10 billion light years wide.
What?
Mars has the largest natural formations in the solar system. The mountain,
Wait,
3
more
times
so than
taller than
Earth?
Everest. The canyon,
whoa.
almost 7
What?
times longer than the Grand Canyon.
I
and
actually
a crater
didn't know about
that
that.
could fit half the Amazon River across it.
Whoa.
Seriously?
I did not know that.
Okay, Adam, I like your theory
Although
with
the
Mars.
Big
We
Bang
should
theory
put all
is
the
the
cow
most
poop there so we can
viable
live
one.
there.
Researchers still find evidence against it. For example, one theory suggests there's an axis around which the whole universe rotates. It's aptly named the axis of evil.
That is not why. Okay, why would they name it something like that? Why don't they name it like the axis of love or harmony? They're trying to say that we're doomed.
Somebody that made that, they want us all to die. They clearly do not like living, so they should just name it something else and then just leave it alone. Why are they an astronomer?
Who is they? We don't know who they is.
I don't know.
You think it's
Probably
aliens?
I don't know. Aliens, naysayers, maybe I don't know, French people. Could be all of the above.
They're trying to.
There's a supermassive black hole at the center of almost every major galaxy, including ours. Black holes can attract not only stars and planets, but also other black holes, eventually merging and becoming one with a much greater mass.
Whoa.
If I had $1 for
The
every
spinning
single time you
movement
said
and
black hole,
enormous gravity of black holes
I'd have like 50
sometimes makes it throw jets of matter into space, traveling at almost the speed of light. There's a thing called the Great Attractor. It's a gravitational
Alex
anomaly
would not have
outside
that.
our galaxy that can't be seen, but is known to attract the Milky Way and lots of other.
Okay, it literally said it couldn't be seen. So how do we know that that exists if we can't see it?
Adam, can you see air right now in space around you? Can you see air? It's invisible, right? When you breathe in, you know that it's there because you can feel it in your lungs, but you can't see it. You gotta believe it without seeing it, Adam. You gotta believe. Believe in something for once.
All right, you make a good point.
Is Alec okay? He's really freaking me out. Is Alec okay?
I think he got sucked up by the black hole. Wake up!
Alec, it's gonna be okay. The black hole's not real. We can't see it with our eyes.
We lost him. in this video.
Galaxies toward itself.
Absolutely not.
The highest mountain in the solar system is Olympus Mons on Mars. It's 3 times as high as Mount Everest, the Earth's highest mountain above sea level.
Whoa there, big boy.
If you were standing on top
Whoa, what
of
did I do?
Olympus Mons, you wouldn't understand you were standing on a mountain.
Really?
Its slopes would be hidden by the planet's curvature. The moon's gravity is only 17% of the Earth's. If your weight was 100 pounds on our home planet, you'd only weigh 17 pounds
Oh my
on the
gosh.
moon.
Jack, you could
You
bench
would
like
be
8
able to
plates.
walk a
when-
distance
Dude,
six
I would be
times
at least
longer
50 pounds
and
on the
carry a
moon.
weight 6 times heavier there.
That'd be so
Or
cool
just-
if they have like an NBA game once a year on the moon.
Wait a second. I thought that on the moon, like you could jump really high and far, but if you're what are you, Adam? 250 pounds?
Whoa, no, I'm like 200 something.
That means you would be 34 pounds on the moon. So if you dropped a 34-pound weight on your foot, that would hurt.
You don't float, you don't float in space, but if I jump, I still have the force, the power of all my muscles. So I can jump like I'm 220, but it's like I'm jumping as 34-pound Adam. That's why I jump so much higher.
Dude, this is why we have conversations. All right, I'm convinced now. I agree. Alec
Hire
definitely still
somebody
cannot
from
jump on the
NASA
moon.
to
He's so
carry it
white.
for you.
I love Alex Mom.
Though it's easier to walk on the moon, it's more dangerous too. An
That's true.
astronaut's foot in a heavy spacesuit sinks into the moon's ground up to
gosh.
6 inches deep.
And I'm pretty sure their footprints are still
Long-distance
there.
jumps are uncontrolled and dangerous
That's
because the
terrifying.
moon's surface is full of deep craters.
That'd be like walking in a blizzard.
One of the things Jupiter's
true.
famous for is the Great Red Spot.
Oh, yeah,
a
it's like a
giant
massive
spinning
storm.
Hey, no! I'm back. Guys, I had a sneeze building up the entire time.
We
That
thought you were
was-
losing your mind.
Woo! No, I just had a really big sneeze.
Have you been learning?
No, what I missed? Can you guys teach me?
Oh gosh, Adam.
I can dunk. That's all you need to know.
Oh.
Has anyone ever visited Jupiter?
As a person, no.
No, but we said like Voyager 1 and Voyager 2 past Jupiter, so we have really good pictures of it and stuff.
Yeah.
Bro, no robots ever landed on Jupiter?
You can't. I don't think it's all gas.
How did they get this image?
No, there
This
is a
phenomenon
core
used to
in the
be
middle.
So gigantic.
But
that it
it's
could
just way
draw
too much
2
gas
or
and way
even
too much,
3 Earths.
there's way
But
too
the
much,
sun
like,
is
hurricanes and
shrinking.
storms
Right now, it
go
wouldn't
on
fit
in
more
That's what
than
they're
talking
one.
about.
If 2 pieces of the same kind of metal touch in space, they bond and get permanently stuck together. It doesn't happen on Earth
Interesting.
thanks to water and air that keep pieces separate. The moon is not an ideal sphere. It's shaped more like an egg because of the
What?
Dude, that's just
No,
real.
it's
It
not.
literally just outlined
No,
Alex's whole
it's
face
not.
structure. Bro.
What are you talking about? It looks nothing like
planets
this.
and
Crazy.
stars make up just 5% of the universe. The rest consists of invisible dark energy, that's 68%, and
This sounds like lore from Wizards of Waverly Place.
What is this, Harry Potter? 95% dark energy?
What
is
even
that?
is dark energy?
No, Jack,
We have
stop.
no
Don't act
idea
like you
what
know.
dark
Jack,
energy. No, I
Jack.
just literally
No
said
way
we have
you
no
know what
idea.
dark energy is.
I just said we have no idea what dark energy is, but I do know, but I'm not gonna tell you.
If you had dark
matter,
energy, what would you
about
even do with it?
27%.
I don't
It
know.
leaves us with
Sell it.
95% of space we know nothing about.
What does it even do?
Yeah, I'm 95% awesome, but you guys don't. No one knows about it except for
Nobody
me.
can see it.
Exactly. Yeah,
Because it's up to the
massive
butt.
icy
they're
objects.
definitely just making that
The
up.
most curious thing about this phenomenon is its movement pattern. The only explanation astronomers have, Neptune is hiding a ginormous planet. This
Yeah, I thought so.
hypothetical
Really?
planet has already got the name
I never
Planet
trusted
9.
Neptune.
All we have to do is wait until its existence
There's a planet
is confirmed.
inside
That
of a
planet's
planet.
scary.
So
That's
Neptune's
a zombie
pregnant.
apocalypse. That's a zombie apocalypse planet.
Neptune is pregnant.
Isn't it crazy that we know just the same amount as the space as we do the ocean? Like we don't like there's 90% plus of stuff that we don't even know about the ocean.
You almost just like blew out your entire brain trying to get that sentence out.
Dude, you just made me snot.
Yeah, but to your point, Alec, did you know that we know more about space than we do our own ocean?
Okay,
We
I
don't.
just
That's a
said
myth.
that.
That's a myth.
No, I swear we do. We've explored more of space than we've explored of our own ocean.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
ocean is
Actually, that
pretty
is
much
not
space.
true. That is
Yes,
not true.
That's true.
No, because we haven't been to places in space. We've maybe seen them, but we don't understand what the majority of it is. Seeing it and like understanding it completely different. We understand way more about our ocean than we understand about outer space. 100 million trillion %. 100 million trillion %.
No, no, no.
As far as exploring as well, you think we've explored more than 5% of the universe? Are you serious? No,
Yeah.
we've not explored. We've taken pictures. We've taken pictures of every single spot of the ocean too. We haven't explored it though.
Comment down below how wrong Alec is.
This is craziness.
Be able
Alec
to
is
wear
against
a
the
hat
ocean.
on Venus, ever.
I'm
And just
anti-ocean.
try to stand on your feet. The planet is insanely windy. Its upper winds blow 50 times faster than the planet rotates. What's more, these fierce winds
Alex,
never
go
stop
ahead.
and
That
can
would
get
really
even
mess up my
stronger.
pickleball
Go ahead.
Want to get
Wait,
away? You'll have to travel 11 billion miles away from Earth before ever leaving
I
the
really want to
solar
study
system.
Adam's freaking
Take your
brain.
Google
He's
Maps
so
with
weird.
you.
Oh,
probably
weird. You
heard
didn't
of
talk for
methane
8 minutes
gas,
straight.
a byproduct
I had to
of natural
sneeze.
processes such as volcanic activity.
Oh, that's what
and
comes out of your
cows.
butt when you fart.
Anyway, this gas is not only a part of the Martian atmosphere, but also the thing that confuses astronomers to no end. The thing is that the
Really?
volume of methane on Mars keeps wavering, and scientists just can't figure out where it might be coming from.
they're
Can
doing
there
that
be
jiggle.
cows on Mars?
No.
As you may remember, Pluto
could be
used to
cow
be a
poop.
planet, but was stripped of this title in 2006.
So messed up.
Later, it was reclassified as a dwarf planet.
Oh my
Jeez,
gosh,
make up
That's
your
so
mind.
messed up. Imagine being Pluto.
Disrespectful.
Unexpected fact about this celestial body
Poor
is that its
Pluto.
diameter is smaller than that of the U.S. See for yourself. The greatest
Wait,
distance
what?
across the
I didn't know it was
country
that
from
small.
Maine to Northern California is about 2,800 miles.
I mean, the
As
U.S.
for
is
Pluto,
very big, though.
It's only 1,473
That is
miles.
not
Okay,
that
that's
big
actually
at
kind of
all.
embarrassing
In fact,
how tiny it
if
is.
you laid Pluto
There's
right
gotta be
down
moons
in
bigger
the
than
middle
that.
of the United States, you'd crush the heck out of Iowa.
No way,
Kansas,
it's that
and Nebraska.
small.
Bad idea.
That's crazy.
The planet
Wow.
is
Is the
moon
Venus
bigger?
or Uranus. You can't win either way.
Uranus?
Rotates on its
Oh,
side.
that's Uranus.
And
Never
astronomers
heard it
have
called
no
that.
idea why the planet has chosen
Wait,
such
what?
an unusual position.
How?
The culprits could be ancient mega-powerful
Really?
collisions. But so far, it's just
Or
a theory.
aliens.
By the way, this is the only planet laying on its side. Our sun is
so
insanely
weird.
massive. Want some proof? Well,
Yes.
99.86% of
Wait.
all the mass.
Look at Jupiter, then look at Earth.
And then?
Look at how much bigger Jupiter is. That is crazy. Now we're about to
Yeah.
see. Now we're about to see Earth compared to the
I honestly,
flippin'
I
sun.
didn't think that Uranus was like almost the size of Jupiter though.
It seems like the further you get, the bigger they get.
So wait a
It's
second.
'cause
So
they're-
each one of these gas planets has like a tiny solid core, right? You think that the core is like as big as Earth or Mars?
I don't know. It's probably bigger if I had to guess, and that's how they suck in all that gas. But the problem is the gas itself. It's all one giant storm, and so it's like impossible for us to actually get in there and get any information.
Yeah, right. It's like their atmosphere is just
Send me
angry.
in.
Gas in the solar system is in the
I'll
mass
match
of the
their
sun.
gas.
In particular, the hydrogen and helium it's made of.
You think it smells bad on Jupiter?
0.14% is mostly
Oh my
the
God.
mass of the
Probably.
solar system's
Wait,
8
what?
planets.
We just got little
A
boy.
light year is the unit of distance covered by light in a single year.
Okay.
Light moves a little more than 186,000 miles per second.
Oh, that's it.
So
Gosh.
one light year is almost 6 trillion miles. Which reminds me, our Milky Way is 105,700
My
light years
gosh.
wide.
Okay.
Really, trust me. There's a whole lot of water floating in space. Astronomers discovered a huge vapor cloud that's 140 trillion times the mass of the Earth's ocean water.
that's
Wow.
it?
But don't worry, it's 12 billion light years away, so we won't drown in that stuff anytime soon.
So 12 billion light years, does that mean it's 12 billion years away?
If we were traveling at the speed of light, then yes.
So how fast are they traveling?
They literally just said it.
How fast is that ball of gas traveling towards us? Alec? Alec, tell me. If they literally just said it.
I'm confused now. I wasn't listening.
So,
It's probably not traveling
Saturn's
anywhere
rings
near the
weren't
speed of
discovered all
light.
at once. It happened gradually, and they were named alphabetically based on the time scientists found them. They go like this: D, C, B, A, F,
Pay attention,
G,
Adam.
E.
That planet
Which
doesn't
of
know
course
how to
spells
spell.
Dick Bofke. There's a giant
spelling
red
alphabet.
spot on Jupiter that's bigger than
Spells
Earth.
what?
Astronomers confirm that it's a perpetual storm that has been going on for centuries. Color me weightless. Astronauts only wear orange spacesuits during launch, landing, or when they're in the spaceship for survival and rescue purposes.
I want to be an
Their
astronaut so
white
bad.
suits are equipped differently to help them survive in outer space. The
Imagine us
closest
up there
neighbor to our
high-fiving.
Milky Way
Oh,
is the
would be
Andromeda
cool.
Galaxy. It's 2.5 million light years away, and you can see it on a clear night with an unaided eye. And by
Okay.
the way, in a
Shut
little
up,
more than
NASA.
4 billion years, our galaxy will collide with the Andromeda Galaxy.
Dude,
According to
we're
some
gonna square
predictions,
up.
the galaxies won't survive, but our solar system will. Place
Let's
your
go.
bets.
That's really
It
scary.
takes 243 Earth days for Venus to complete a rotation around its axis, but it takes 225 Earth days for the planet to orbit the Sun. That means a day on
What is
Venus
funny?
is longer than a year.
Venus.
Now, we
That's
always see
right.
the
That's
same side of the
crazy.
moon
We
no
are the
matter
best
where
planet
we
in the
are
solar
on Earth.
system.
That's
Venus doesn't
because the
spin.
moon rotates
Team
around
Earth!
the Earth at the same speed it rotates around its own
Earth is so
axis.
handsome, isn't
That'd
it?
be
It just
so
looks
cool if there
handsome.
was like planet wars, like planet sports or something. Like imagine every planet had their own species and then we come together every year for an Olympics.
The Intergalactic Olympic Games. That'd be sick, dude.
Like Earth
We would
send
win
me.
every time. No, we have LeBron James. He would win every single thing.
Well, bro, imagine like if an alien race on Mars or something, like what if they were 10 feet tall? We would lose every challenge.
That's a good point.
Outer
I don't know
space
what's in it,
isn't
though.
a perfect vacuum. It contains not only stars and planets, but also clouds of interstellar dust, space plasma,
Ew.
and cosmic rays. Those are atom
Sounds
fragments
gross.
dashing from the outskirts of the solar system.
Fragments of you, Adam.
One phenomenon people should be worried about while exploring space is cold welding. If two pieces of the
right.
same kind of metal touch in space, they bond and get permanently stuck together. It doesn't happen on
What?
Earth since water and air keep pieces separate. Astronauts on board the International
What?
Space Station don't use their feet to walk. They float around. So in orbit, the skin on their feet becomes very soft and starts to
Ew.
peel off. That's why they have to take their socks off very carefully. Otherwise, skin cells will break free and float around in the almost weightless environment.
Why do they need to
Earthquakes
include that
on the
fact?
moon,
I
or
never thought
more
about that.
correctly, moonquakes, aren't something from science fiction.
Sounds like a
That sounds
They don't
cereal.
funny.
occur as often as on our planet, and when they do, it happens closer to the center of the satellite. Scientists think moonquakes might be caused by the gravity of Earth and the Sun.
Oh, yeah.
One of the moons of Saturn, Rhea, might have a ring system consisting of 3 narrow bands. If astronomers manage to confirm it, it'll be the first time people discovered rings around a moon.
Whoa.
Hey, that's nothing. I've had rings around my collar for years. Normal visible planets and stars.
What does that even mean?
5%
guy's
of the
Dang, okay,
universe.
bright side.
The rest consists of invisible dark energy.
Didn't know he was
This guy
chill
is
like that.
dripping.
58%, and dark matter, about 27%. Added up,
What is dark
and there's
matter?
95% of space we know nothing about.
All right, the first asteroid is 4 meters big.
Wow, that's already bigger than that woman.
That is much bigger than that woman. And this is so it's going to show us what would happen if a 4 meter asteroid hit New York City.
Okay.
That's not
do
that
anything.
big. That is not that big.
No, but it's coming in hot, right?
Whoa!
Oh, it didn't even make it to New York
Oh, it
City.
didn't
It
even
broke up
make
in the
it.
atmosphere.
Wow,
It's kind of
elbows out.
embarrassing.
What a
This
L.
one is 20 meters big.
Okay.
Wow. Wow,
It's-
that's the size of something big.
Why are
Yes.
all these hitting New York City?
I think it's
what
just
is
a
this-
good comparison.
what is this
Clearly,
crater
that's
have
where the
against New York
aliens
City?
would attack, Adam. In every movie, New York City gets attacked.
I would go after like a Utah.
Why?
There's nothing going
Utah.
on in Utah. you
I would
know?
go after Utah. Is this one even gonna
Okay.
make it? Now I'm
I
worried
don't
like
think
none of these
so.
are even gonna make it.
Oh, no.
Wait, why doesn't
What
it
the
make
heck?
it?
Oh, it broke up into tiny pieces.
Oh. Yo!
Why does it do that?
Look at New York. It's because Jack knows he's smart. It's like the.
So, Adam, when it comes into the atmosphere, it's getting really hot, right? The atmosphere is heating it up with the speed as it's coming in. The air gets denser and denser as it's coming in, and then it breaks up into a bunch of different pieces. But if the pieces are too big, they could come past the atmosphere, hit the earth, and have a little mini explosion.
and make big boom.
That's how dinosaurs died.
Okay, now we're talking. This is like skyscraper almost level.
How big are these meteors gonna get?
50 meters big.
How big are these
They're
gonna
gonna
get?
get big. They're gonna get miles big. We're only
Yeah,
at
I
50
think it might be
meters.
as big as the
Yo!
moon.
Oh!
Okay, this
broke
one's gonna
up.
have some serious damage.
Oh.
There goes Manhattan.
Oh
I don't know
my
if you guys are
gosh.
catching that, but there's like a sound wave too, so it's breaking the sound barrier when it breaks.
Whoa, this one's bigger than the Mona Lisa.
Wow. Are these real meteor impacts that have happened in real life?
So
No, you
I don't
dummy.
know. I don't think that they've actually hit New York City. However, giant asteroids have been hitting the Earth for billions of years. We're just lucky that most of them break up in the atmosphere.
Aren't there like some locations where you can go and see like meteor craters? Like there's still
yeah.
craters.
Yeah, there's tons of them. Especially Africa, I'm pretty sure, has like one of the biggest craters still, and it's like a huge valley. where
Isn't
lots
the
of
Grand
animals live
Canyon?
now. Grand Canyon was actually made by water that goes through for millions and millions of years.
There's no way you actually thought that.
Also, guys, I don't know if you knew this, but you know when you look up at the moon and it kind of looks like a bunch of different little dots? Those are all from asteroids. And the
Oh.
asteroids, it doesn't have the atmosphere, so it can't break them up like the Earth does. So those are all different like little asteroid craters.
Wow.
The more you know.
That's crazy. What if the moon hit the Earth? That would be a really big asteroid.
I think that might be the last thing that's in this
Oh!
video.
Oh my gosh.
Yo! 1.6 kilometer meteor
That's
crater.
almost a mile long, right?
I think so.
It's like 0.7 miles.
That's crazy.
Okay, and these are only gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
So the impact energy on this one is like the SAR bomb, which is one of the first ever nuclear bombs that was created.
Wait, is this 51 SAR bombs or is this the SAR bomb 51?
No, it's 51 of them. 51
Oh
nuclear
my gosh!
bombs.
Okay, New York City's gone. I'm sorry.
No, I think this is going to expand all the way into like all of the East Coast is probably going to be wiped
Oh
out.
my god!
It's not even that
taller than
big.
the Eiffel Tower. Dude, the Eiffel Tower's huge.
I know, but not that big.
Oh, it's
Oh my gosh! Oh, my gosh! Oh!
That cannot be accurate. It just destroyed all of New York City.
yeah.
You know what's crazy is like this could actually happen. This could actually happen.
No way.
Well, yeah, I mean, okay, so the chances of this happening are very, very, very small.
It's how the dinosaurs died.
No.
It is, however,
It was from
that was
water,
at a,
Alec.
That was at a time when our asteroid belt wasn't fully developed. Our asteroid belt now is like as safe as it's ever been. Like the
So it's like
asteroid belt,
protecting us?
Yeah, so it protects, I believe, like the inner 3 planets. So it protects like us, Venus, Mercury, and I also think Mars is right within that cusp. But that's why we don't get hit because we're protected by this whole asteroid belt. So any big asteroids coming in go into the belt, and then they just get trapped in the belt. So that's why we haven't been hit by many asteroids.
I don't understand. If a big meteor is coming down, right? Why can't we just shoot our own meteor at it and then blow it up?
Yeah, like let's just call Iron Man to go deal with it.
That
Just-
is what scientists have said, that they should redirect it. If there ever is a big asteroid, they're going to send out rockets to move it a little bit so that it just gets like,
I like that. That's
propelled
smart. Why
by
don't
our
they pay me?
gravitational pull. Uh-oh, boys. Uh-oh.
So we're already at a mile
Wow.
long. 1 mile long.
1
That's
kilometer,
a kilometer.
Adam.
That's 0.6 miles. Oh.
Oh, boys.
Whoa.
Yep, this one's coming right into
That one looks big.
planet
That's
Earth.
pretty much the sun.
That one looks big. That one looks nasty.
That one is on fire.
Oh, GG's New York. GG's.
Okay,
Oh, New York is
downtown
getting destroyed.
Manhattan.
I think at first I would think that this was a firework. So I'd like start cheering.
Oh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my! It just destroyed. It actually just destroyed all of New York.
Oh, that's more than just New York.
14-kilometer crater.
That whole crater is New York.
Dude, that probably makes like earthquakes too.
Okay.
Oh my. Okay.
Okay, this is 20 times bigger.
That's what took out the dinosaurs. So it's similar to the one that took out the...
8,700,000 T-Zar bomb.
This is 20 times bigger than the last one. Do you guys think you would do anything if you saw it coming at you? Like if you looked in the sky and you saw it?
I would try and
Like,
dodge
what would
it.
you do?
I pooped my pants.
You poopy your pantsies? I would too.
Oh.
Here it comes. It's entering the atmosphere.
Broke the atmosphere.
Oh. Oh! Whoa!
There's the
That's
entire
why-
North America.
That's why the dinosaurs got deleted, because of that.
Yo, it made a volcano.
So it's not even like, so that happens, right? Even if you survive this, there's gonna be an immediate ice age that happens from all of the carbon dioxide that gets emitted. Immediate ice age.
Why would there be
Oh.
ice? No, that's not accurate because look, if you look, there's so much fire.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
but
was
it
Crumbjack.
clouds the atmosphere, boys, and then it blocks out the sun, and then the sun can no longer get to the earth anymore. So it just turns ice cold.
I actually did hear about that. I heard like the dinosaurs didn't actually die to the meteor, but because there was so much like dust and everything, no more trees or vegetation could grow, and so they couldn't eat anymore. They all starved to death and died.
These small things could survive
That's
because
what I was saying.
they didn't need a lot to eat. They could, you know, burrow underground and stuff. They didn't need to worry about it.
I completely
Right.
agree, and that's what I was saying from the jump.
Exactly.
Wait, that only destroyed one country. I mean, it's a lot, but there's still 7 billion people.
4 billion years ago, this thing hit Earth. So also, I know, I just came from like a planetarium a couple months back, but they actually said, so the moon, right? The moon used to be a part of Earth.
I heard that before. I
An
don't know if I
asteroid
believe that.
hit. What are you talking about?
don't
Why
know if
don't
I
you believe
believe
it?
that.
Why don't you believe it?
Because it just sounds silly. It sounds like they
it got
want it to
hit-
be true, but
Yeah.
it's
It got
like
hit by an
not
asteroid,
really
and then it
true.
got
Jack's a flat
dinked
earther.
off, and then it started going around.
I don't know if I believe that.
Guys, you know Horton Hears a Who? You know, like some universes can be really small. You know that theory?
Oh,
For some
yeah,
reason,
yeah.
I'm thinking like, what if like a Horton Hears a universe is stuck in my toilet, and I'm like this 1,000 tar bomb with my turds dropping in the toilet? That would be crazy if you think
you
about
probably
it.
are. Yeah.
I'm destroying planets with my turds.
That's good.
So this one's wiping out planet Earth, right?
I don't think so. I think it's gonna destroy half of the planet.
And I think the
Well,
whole planet's gonna
luckily-
be gone.
Look at how small it is, though, compared to the Earth.
This one is landing in Italy, so no more pizza.
Wait, guys, what if it landed in water instead of a planet? Would that change
tsunami.
anything? I feel like that would change a lot.
I think it
tsunami.
would. Oh my gosh! Yo, look at all like the fire coming off at the top. Are those all gonna land? Are those all like little meteors?
Yup.
That's like
It's
a bunch of little meteors.
Like a shrapnel grenade.
Okay, this would definitely destroy all of Earth. No one is gonna live. No one's living after this.
You only need like a tiny little meatball in order to destroy Earth.
Whoa!
That was the moon.
We almost got hit, guys. We almost just got hit. Yo.
I like your cut, G.
That's pretty sick, though. I'm not gonna lie. Even though that's my Earth, I still feel like that's pretty cool. I'm
so happy
Like, if
this
that
is just a
happened, I would be
simulation.
like, wow, that's a pretty cool way to go out. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't even know if you'll have time to think that. Oh, that looks like the moon. Oh, no.
That is a moon. That's a moon. That's a Jupiter moon, I think.
Series.
Wait, what's their issue
we're
with
being
Turkey?
synced to now.
You think they have a problem against Turkey?
I mean, it's either turkey or chicken that has to go.
That's the size of the moon.
Well,
That is
it's
insane.
yeah, it is a moon.
It looks like it's moving slow, though. Maybe it'll just like land nicely, nice and peacefully, you know?
Then we can add to our Earth.
Exactly. We can
So,
colonize
It's a
it.
little top hat.
It's saying Ceres is about 27% the size of our moon.
Oh, that's like kind of tiny.
Yeah, it's only like a quarter.
Yeah, this is tiny. Nice one.
Look how slow it's going, though. Maybe it'll just like be nice and land kindly.
I think it's going slow relative to its size.
Okay, it did not land kindly. I can confirm. It did,
And
it
there
did
goes
not
Africa.
land very kindly.
There goes Africa. The media's racist. They're coming for North America now.
That
okay,
is insane.
Okay, it's not racist. Sorry.
That is just, this is only a quarter size of the moon.
It
Wait,
just,
what would happen?
It just destroyed everybody.
It turned the Earth into the sun.
Oh my, it actually does look like the sun. That's crazy.
Wait, do you think that's how the sun was created?
No. That's insane.
What's the largest star in the universe? And why is it that large? And what are stars anyway?
Those are great questions.
Things
I'm
that
pretty
are
sure-
about it like
to be
that.
stars. We begin our
pretty sure-
journey with Earth, not to learn anything, just to get a vague sense of scale. The smallest things that have some star-like properties are large gas giants or sub-brown
wow.
dwarfs, like
Okay,
Jupiter,
that
the
makes
most
Earth
massive
look like a
planet in the solar
turd.
system. 11.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys knew this, but sometimes if we're close to Jupiter in our orbital cycle around the sun, you can actually see Jupiter, and it looks like a really, really, really bright star.
True.
I didn't know that at
This
all.
is true. Kind of same thing with Mars.
So they just look like stars, but they don't have any light. How do they look like stars?
Bro, how do we see the moon, Adam? How do we see the moon?
Bounces light off the sun.
Okay, keep going. How do we see Jupiter, Adam?
It bounces light off Jupiter.
Ding, 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 ding. We got a winner chicken universal dinner.
This guy is so smart, holy smokes. But also, what I was trying to say is I'm pretty sure the sun is not even that big of a star. Yeah, all things considered, it's like a mid to
Yeah, let's
small
find
star.
out, okay?
11 times larger and 317 times more massive than Earth, and more or less made of the same stuff as our sun.
Helium.
Just much, much less of it. The
Stupid
transition
Jupiter.
towards stars begins with brown dwarfs, failed stars that are a huge
Cute little guy.
disappointment to their mums.
Aw,
They have between
relatable.
13 and
So
90
relatable.
times the mass of Jupiter. So even if we took 90 Jupiters and threw them at each other, although fun to watch, it wouldn't be enough to create a star. Interestingly, adding lots of mass to a brown dwarf doesn't make it much bigger, just its insides denser.
Interesting.
This increases the pressure in the core enough to make certain nuclear fusion reactions happen slowly and the object glow a little. So brown dwarfs are a sort of glowy gas giant that don't fit into any category very
Aw.
well. But we want to talk about stars, not failed wannabe stars, so let's move on.
Yes, let's get to the real thing.
That's kind of like the Pluto of our solar system.
Exactly, yeah. Pluto, unfortunately, just didn't have the qualifications to be a planet, so we kind of got rid of it. We just kicked it to the
It
side.
doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, it's just like a meteor or something, or like a comet.
I do kind of wonder, like, how big an actual planet can get, because it seems like stars are insanely scalable. Similar to black holes, you can have a small black hole or a ginormous one. But planets, I've never really heard of a planet being like that much bigger than Jupiter, you know?
I guess we would also have to talk about the solid planets or a Jupiter, which is like a gas planet. Because gas planets can get way bigger than a solid planet like Earth or Mars.
Even still, though, I've never heard of a planet being as big as our sun, for example. Even in like another solar system or galaxy, I've never even heard of that. So I wonder if eventually, if a planet gets to a certain point, maybe it all collapses within each other because there's too much pressure or something. I don't know.
Okay, it seems like from what science is telling me, Jupiter is pretty big in terms of planets, obviously, but a planet that's made up of gas can only get to about 1.4 times as big as Jupiter before it just collapses in on itself.
I'm a genius. I'm literally a genius.
Consequence stars.
Then it becomes a brown
Once
dwarf,
large
like you were
gas
saying.
balls pass a certain mass
A sun?
threshold, their cores become hot.
Yeah, that's like the next stage. If a planet becomes
It
too
turns
big,
into
then
a
it
sun.
turns into a brown dwarf, which is
Sun.
like a very, like tiny version of a sun. So it's like everything kind of just like can evolve into the next thing.
That is crazy. Yeah, because eventually suns get so big or whatever, when they get too old, they cave in into themselves. They turn to a black hole.
If they're big enough, they have to be super big for that to actually happen.
From planet to sun to black hole to what? What is after black hole? Oh my God. I think we might have just cracked the code to the entire universe.
Become hot and dense enough to ignite. Hydrogen is fused to helium in their cores, releasing tremendous amounts of energy. Stars that do that are called main sequence stars.
Oh, wow.
The more massive a main sequence star is, the hotter and brighter it burns, and the shorter its life is.
That's probably
Once
our
the
sun.
hydrogen burning phase is over,
Yeah, it's pretty
stars
close.
grow, up to hundreds of thousands of times
What?
their original size.
See, that's what I'm
But
saying.
these giant phases only
is
last
it-
for a fraction of their lifespan.
Is that gonna happen? Is that gonna happen? Our sun? Are we
Eventually.
Are we in the last stage? Or are we still like kind of in the middle?
I think we have like 4 billion years left of our sun or
Oh
something.
God!
It's for sure in the billions, Adam. You don't have to worry about it. We're not gonna live that long.
Oh, okay. Well, I take vitamins.
Okay, keep taking them, I guess.
I drink water.
I breathe air.
Be comparing stars at drastically different stages in their lives. This doesn't make them less impressive, but maybe it's good to keep in mind that we'll be comparing babies to adults. Now back to the beginning. The smallest real stars are red dwarfs, about 100 times the mass of Jupiter, barely massive enough to fuse
Look
hydrogen.
at Earth all the
to
way down
helium.
there.
Because they are not very massive, they are small, not very
They're
hot,
not very
and
massive.
shine
Get outta
pretty
here.
dimly. They are the only stars in the main sequence that don't grow once they die, but sort of fizzle out.
Huh.
Red dwarfs are by far the most abundant type in the universe.
So I'm kind of curious, like, if it fizzles out after, you know, billions of years, could it become a planet? Or does it become like an asteroid? Like, what does it turn into after that? Kind of like what Alec was saying.
My first thought is it turns into like an infinity stone.
But it's still going to be pretty big, Adam. It's not going to be like where you can put it on somebody's hand.
Yeah, turn into an infinity stone, Adam. Nice.
It could be like all the energy stored into one little ring.
But there's no more energy left, right? It ran out of energy. That's why it's no longer a star.
Okay, I don't know then.
I don't know either. Comment down below if you know.
In the universe. Because they burn their fuel very slowly, it lasts them up to 10 trillion years.
Oh my gosh.
1,000 times
That's pretty long.
the current age of the universe.
Oh my god.
For example, one of the closest stars
How
to
do they
Earth
know
is
that?
a
They're just
red
predicting?
dwarf star,
Science.
Barnard star, but it shines too dimly to be seen without a telescope. We made a whole video on red dwarfs if you want to learn more.
Yeah.
The next stage are stars like our sun. To say the sun dominates the solar system is not doing it justice, since it makes up 99.86% of all its mass. It burns far hotter and brighter than red dwarfs, which reduces its lifetime to about 10 billion years. The sun
ahead,
is
son.
7 times more massive than Barnard star.
Go ahead,
but
son.
that makes
Do
it
your
nearly
thing,
let's
son.
go, let's
times
go.
brighter
Pop off,
with
son.
twice its
Yeah.
surface temperature.
Yeah,
Shine bright like a
son.
diamond.
Let's go bigger.
That's my star. That's my star.
Small changes in mass produce enormous changes in a main sequence star's brightness. The brightest star in the night sky, Sirius, is 2 solar masses with a radius 1.7 times that of the sun.
that the North Star?
Did anybody realize? But it went from like an orangey red to a blue.
Yeah, it's like when you start a fire outside, the hotter it gets, it actually changes to a blue color because it's burning hotter.
Interesting. Or okay,
It's-
we could.
It changes colors based on what you're burning. Like if you're burning like newspaper with a bunch of ink on it, it'll change the color of it. But like hot flames, like the sun's as hot as it gets, that's still the color of fire.
Now Sirius A is hotter. It shines brighter.
Let's see.
Yeah, but it probably has different
Gases.
gas in there. That's what I think.
It could. It very well could.
But its surface is nearly 10,000 degrees Celsius, making it shine 25 times brighter.
Oh.
Burning that hot reduces its total lifespan by 4 times.
Oh, wow.
To 2.5
Wow, so it's like
billion
25
years.
times more hotter.
Stars
Yeah,
close
but
to
he
10
didn't say that's
times
why it's that color. Maybe it's that hot because it's a different substance in there. No, Jack Squiggly, get stop.
Why are suns different colors?
No! I cannot be proven wrong to Adam.
It's definitely.
Please tell me it's a different gas. Different gas.
Okay, this says that stars can be made up of different gases, which make them different colors.
No!
Nah, I'm just playing. Adam was right.
Yeah, I knew it!
It's all about the
go!
temperature. It's all about the temperature.
Yeah, you feel that, Alec? You feel that heat?
Hot stars are blue or bluish white, whereas medium temperature stars are yellow or just white. And then cooler stars are red, like the red dwarfs.
Duh! Anyone with a brain could figure that one out. Gosh, dude. Burning newspapers? What is he even saying?
But it does say here that dust and gas in space can also affect the color of stars, making them appear redder sometimes.
Redder sometimes.
See, it does do something.
Relax, T-Rex.
sun have surface temperatures near 25,000 degrees Celsius. Beta Centauri contains 2 of these massive stars,
Beta.
each shining with about 20,000 times the
Where's
power
the
of
alpha?
sun.
Oh my
That's a lot of
gosh.
power coming from
Look at
something
Earth.
only 13 times larger.
Where even
but
are we?
they'll only burn for about 20 million years. Entire
nothing.
generations of these blue stars die in the time it takes the sun to orbit the galaxy once.
Wow.
So is this the formula? The more massive, the larger the star.
So wait a second, guys. So like Alec was saying earlier, with these bigger stars, like these blue giants, eventually when they burn out, they'll turn into black holes. And it seems like because they're so big, they're burning out faster. So in like a couple tens of millions of years, there's going to be a lot more black holes in the universe.
That's also something we don't have to worry about, Jack.
But I thought you took your vitamins.
Oh, crap.
Some scientists think that black holes are just a theory and not even proven. Just saying.
They
Black
said the
holes
same
aren't even
things about-
proven to be true, really. There's just so much unknown about black holes. I've seen black holes, but not those black holes. All I'm saying is my own personal belief is that we actually as a human species still know nothing about anything. And people come to conclusions, but like really we don't know. I would not be surprised if we fast forward in 1,000 years, almost everything that we think we know today is completely wrong. That's what I mean.
ChatGPT just told me that Black holes have been scientifically proven.
Boom! Alex wrong
ChatGPT
again.
lies.
Never invite Alec to a science-based video, dude. Get him out of here.
Wait a second, so you're saying that it's a conspiracy that black holes might not even be real?
He's gonna say the Earth is flat and the moon landing's fake. Here he goes. Let's go.
No! According to current scientific understanding, black holes are not 100% real in the sense that we cannot directly observe them with light. But there is evidence of observations that there's a gravitational force, all right? But I'm just saying.
Have you ever seen Pluto? Have you ever seen Uranus?
There are pictures of Pluto.
Have you ever seen ChatGPT? You could have just made a random AI image. You could disprove anything.
No.
This is a largest star size comparison. Can we get back to the video?
I do believe in black holes.
I don't
I'm just
care about
saying
black
there is
holes.
a theory out there that they're not even real.
I don't care. I don't care.
Is R136A1. It has 315 solar masses and is nearly 9 million times
Sit down, you
brighter
black
than the
hole.
sun. And yet, despite its tremendous mass and power, it's
We can barely even see the
30
sun
times
now.
the size of the sun.
Oh my gosh.
The star is so extreme and barely held together by gravity that it loses 321,000
Oh, wow.
billion tons of material through its stellar wind.
That is hot.
Every single second.
That is.
Stars of this sort are extremely rare because they break the rules of star formation a tiny bit.
What?
When supermassive stars are born, they burn extremely hot and bright, and this blows away any extra gas that could make them more massive.
Oh.
So the mass limit for such a star is around 150 times the sun.
Oh, that's it.
Stars like
That's pretty small, actually.
R136A1 are probably formed through the merger of several high-mass stars in dense star-forming regions and burn their core hydrogen in only a few million years. So this means they are rare.
So what we're saying is this is like a giant game of Agario for the sun, and they just combine together, and then they burn the fuel of smaller suns that got combined together.
Exactly.
If you think about it, everything is that.
The entire universe is Agario.
That's the
Yeah.
entire life cycle. Even
Yeah.
on planet Earth, that's how it works.
So the suns and the stars, they're technically not living, but they're eating other stars to get more energy.
Right? Just like
genius.
humans. Maybe they do have brains and we just can't comprehend them.
Short-lived. From here, the trick to going bigger isn't adding more mass. To make the biggest stars, we have to kill them.
Blow them up.
Red giants.
Yes!
Here we go.
When
Now we're
main
talking.
sequence stars begin
You
to
are
expel
Scooty.
Middle school
hydrogen in their
nickname.
core, it contracts, making it hotter and denser.
Shout out Alex's mom.
This leads to
Alex
hotter
do be
and
hot.
faster
I got
fusion,
Big Red.
which pushes back against gravity and makes the outer layers swell in a giant phase. And these stars become truly giant indeed. For
Grow.
example, Gacrux.
Gamma.
Only 30% more massive than the sun, it has swollen to
at
about
the sun.
84
Look at our
times
sun.
Its radius.
Wow.
Still, when the sun
feel so
reaches
tiny.
the
There
last
it
stage
is.
of its life, it will swell and become even bigger.
Whoa.
200 times
Wait,
its current
what?
radius. In this final phase of its life, it
Did you guys know that?
It just got bigger than one of the biggest stars that we've ever seen.
It's gonna
It
grow
ju- it just-
200 times the size that it is right now.
Yeah, it said that other star was only like 30 times its mass or something, but it's like a million times bigger than it.
Did you know that the sun was gonna get that big eventually?
I did not.
That was the biggest glow up in all of history.
I knew
think
that
that's our
right
solar
before it
system in there.
dies. Right before it dies, it gets really big and then small, but I didn't know it got that big.
And then it goes.
So it turns into a red giant and then gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it'll blow up, I guess?
Yeah, our sun is a kind of a low-key sleeper. If you guys want to pick an early sun, pick up our sun.
True. So it's gonna eventually, when it gets big, and then it'll shrink back down, because I don't think our sun's big enough to turn into a black hole, but it'll turn into like a dwarf sun, or like something like that, I think.
swallow the inner planets. And if you think that's impressive, let's finally introduce the largest stars in the universe.
Here we go.
Hypergiants.
That's a great name for them.
Hypergiants are the giant phase of the most massive stars in the universe. They have an enormous surface
You
area
are Scooty.
that can radiate an insane amount of light.
It
Shout
just
out
Being
Scooty.
so
let out
large,
the
they're
craziest
basically
fart.
blowing themselves apart.
Shout
as
out
gravity
Gutter
at
Hands,
the
man.
surface is too weak to hold on to the hot mass, which is lifted away in powerful stellar winds. Pistol Star is 25 solar masses, but 300 times the radius of the sun.
Oh,
a blue
Mom.
hypergiant aptly
Oh,
half
oh
its
my
galaxy's
gosh.
starlight.
Mama!
It's hard to say exactly how
insane.
long Pistol Star will live, but probably just a few million years.
Imagine being a planet orbiting that thing. What would that look like in the sky? Like, look how tiny our sun is and what that looks like in the sky. The pistol, it would cover up the entire sky.
It would never be nighttime.
Yeah, what I'm thinking too is that like for a planet that is that big, you can't have a planet get too close, right? Because its gravitational pull is going to be too much, so it's going to pull in the close planets.
The only chance would be if the planet is also like similar size ratio, like an Earth is like also 300 times bigger. Because then it would have more of a gravitational pull, like it would be bigger, so it would take more to pull it in. So it would actually even out.
And I wonder if these planets too, like because they're so big, they probably are able to pull in things from further in their orbit. So they probably have like 50 planets that are orbiting them from really far away.
If giants exist, they would be orbiting Pistol Star.
Even larger than the blue hypergiants are the yellow hypergiants. The most well-studied is Rho Cassiopeia.
I have a feeling Red's gonna be the
so
biggest.
Bright, it can be seen with the naked eye, although it's thousands of light years.
I gotta be
from Earth.
naked to see that?
At 40 solar masses,
No wonder I could see
this
it my
star
first
is
try.
around 500 times the radius of the sun and 500,000 times brighter. If the Earth were as close to Rho Cassiopeia
Oh my
as it is
gosh.
to the sun, it'd be inside.
We'd
it,
all look like
and
Alec.
we would be very dead. Yellow hypergiants are very rare.
Oh
though.
my God.
Only 15 are known. This means they're likely
How do we know
just
that,
a
though?
short-lived intermediate state.
Telescope.
As the
That's what I'm
star
saying.
grows or
Everything's
shrinks
fake.
between
Nothing's
other
real.
phases of hypergiantness.
I mean, if you actually want to know, it's pretty simple. So they use these ginormous telescopes that use an intricate system of mirrors in order to be able to look super far out into space.
Yeah, but like space is endless, so they can't make a telescope that goes on forever.
No, it definitely doesn't go on forever, but it's in our observable universe, which is really, really, really far so far.
But we have no idea like how far it goes. That could literally be like an ant to us. We have no idea the scale of the actual universe.
Another fun theory. All planets and stuff are moving in the same direction.
Like a reverse Big Bang. It blew everything up and now it's sucking it back in.
I like that theory. That one's fun. That's a fun one.
like it too.
We're all
But-
getting sucked all together.
So instead of the Big Bang, it's the Big Suck, the suckening, if you will.
The great suckening of our universe.
Alec will keep tabs on that.
This sucks.
With red hypergiants, we reach the largest stars known to us. Probably the
Scooty,
largest stars even possible.
Scooty,
Did you say
So
Skibbity?
who's the winner of this insane contest? Well,
don't think
the truth
Scooty's
is,
number one.
we don't know.
No,
Red
you can't end
hypergiants
like
we
that.
don't know
are
anything.
Bright and far away, which means that even tiny uncertainties in our measurements can give us a huge margin of error for their size.
It's actually very fair.
Worse still, red hypergiants are solar system-sized behemoths that are blowing themselves apart, which makes them harder to measure. As we do more science and our instruments improve, whatever the largest star is will change. The star that is currently thought to be among the largest we've found is Stephenson 218. It was probably born as a main
Where's
sequence
Scooty at?
star a few tens of times the mass of the Sun and has likely lost about half
Oh
its
my
mass by now.
gosh.
Wow.
While typical red hypergiants are 1,500 times the size of the Sun, the largest rough estimate places Stephenson 218 at 2,100.
Oh my gosh.
That's bigger than Scooty.
Shining with almost 500,000 times the power of the Sun.
What?
By
That shouldn't be
comparison,
possible.
the Sun
We could have
seems
so
like
many
a great
energy
star.
stars.
Oh my
Our
god.
brains don't really have a way of grasping.
So just to ah!
Let's just assume that they measured it incorrectly. They said that there's a chance. Let's assume they measured it way incorrectly.
Yeah, this is like you versus the guy she tells you not to worry about.
Every time I look at it, I can't believe it.
Jack, you just don't think about it. You literally you can't even think about it. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Does anybody feel claustrophobic?
I might go back to college.
This kind of scale. Even at light speed, it would take you 8.7 hours
my
to travel
God.
around it
At
once.
light speed?
The
We can't
fastest
even
plane
do
on
that.
Earth would take around 500 years.
Oh, that's it.
Dropped on the Sun, it would fill Saturn's orbit.
Oh my
As
gosh.
it evolves, it will probably shed even more mass and shrink down into another hotter hypergiant phase,
That is
accumulate
insane.
heavy elements in its core before finally exploding in a core collapse supernova, giving its gas back to the galaxy. This gas will then go on to form another generation of stars of all sizes, starting
mini
the cycle
Big Bang.
of birth and death again to light up our universe.
What?
Let's make this journey again, but this time without the talking. The universe is big. There are many large things in it.
He's
Going
still
all the way
talking.
back to
I
Earth.
hate this.
No.
This, I'm not even kidding. I think about this a lot at night, and it makes me not be able to sleep.
Stop.
It really
Stop.
freaks me out.
Stop it.
I
Stop.
hate
actually
this. I hate
insane.
this. I hate this. I
Stop.
hate this. I hate this.
We
I hate
are
this.
we are smaller
No.
than the atom particle.
1 million years in the future.
1 billion
Would
years.
all of the oceans have evaporated? Or would it have become one giant
No.
water world?
No way.
No.
Okay, now, what about 1 billion years?
No.
I could survive that.
Would
No.
there be any humans left?
It's all robots.
Of course.
I don't think
Or
so, bro. There's
would
no
they have
way.
settled in other parts of the galaxy?
Elon Musk.
Nah.
On the moon.
This
That was the
is
moon.
What if? And here's what would happen if you traveled 1 billion
my
years
God.
into the
Oh
future.
my God.
I'm
you're
hard.
getting
Okay, guys,
crazy.
what are your predictions? What's going to happen a billion years in the future?
I think that civilization is going to be destroyed, bro. There's too much technology. There's too many like nuclear things going on. At one point, someone is gonna get their hands on something crazy and skadoosh.
Alec, we are the smartest. We are the best. We are like pretty much like a parasite that'll never go away.
Well, maybe some people will survive, but maybe it'll only be a couple. We're gonna go back in the past and have like no technology eventually, and it's all just gonna build back up and then crumble down.
It's all gonna be AI. We're gonna all be robots with our brains, our consciousness inside of robots. It's over. It's GG's.
I'd put myself inside of a robot if I could.
Let's face it, the chances of any humans being around to greet you when you arrive 1 billion years into the future
0.
are pretty low.
No, come on.
very low. You're gonna be the only person
Several
alive.
key existential threats face the human race.
Like
and
what?
If we want to be around
The
in
sun
1 billion
exploding?
years,
Robots?
we'll need to
That's
endure
not
them
at
all.
least for 5 billion years.
We've seen how much we've struggled to come together just to survive a global
Nukes.
pandemic. So how do we have any chance of enduring the threats of climate change, overpopulation,
Yep.
global nuclear
Yep.
war, killer asteroids and comets, natural ice ages, and
lot.
the
This is
sun
scaring
getting
me.
a whole lot
This is
hotter?
scaring me.
Well,
This is scaring
let's
me.
take a look into the future and find out.
No, guys, I don't like this. I don't like
It's gonna be
this.
fine. We're only going 10,000 years.
Years from now, we're going to run into a big problem called the Deca Millennium Bug.
I have no idea what that is.
In 10,000 AD, software encoding the AD calendar year won't encode dates with more than 4 decimals.
Really?
Remember Y2K? Yeah, it's just like that, except hopefully we won't panic as much this time around.
What are we gonna do?
On the bright side, in 10,000 years, genetic differences and traits between humans will no longer be regional. Traits like skin and hair color will be evenly distributed around the world.
Huh.
Maybe that will help us all get along.
No!
There's gonna be no more gingers!
I didn't see one person with red hair.
Alec, I'm so
They
sorry.
showed
Yeah,
every
Alec,
single
it's
couple
over you.
except
I
people
think
with
they're
red
going
hair.
extinct,
They
Alec.
did. They're gonna go extinct the next 20 years.
Alex,
Once
the
you
only
go bald,
way-
Alec, it's
The
over.
only way you don't become extinct, you need to become like the Jesus of gingers, okay? You need to get you and all the other gingers, and you got to go on a little ginger island, and you guys just got to do your thing there forever.
Why? My people.
I'm so sorry, Alex. If anything, just think of yourself as a rare breed.
Fine. Yeah, you guys are normies. Everyone looks like you guys. I'm like cool and look different.
Exactly. See, they're gonna look back on you in the history books, and they're gonna be like, "That guy is extinct."
He was so cool.
His legacy on that Siren channel, that was insane. They're
yeah.
gonna do Harvard studies about you,
Do
Alex.
you guys know like the Elephant Man? I'm gonna be like the new Elephant Man.
Possibly a hippo or elephant man.
Finally. 20,000 years into the future,
Oh, here we go.
none of the current languages will be recognizable.
Huh?
Future languages
English.
will only contain 1% of the core vocabulary words of their present-day counterparts.
How do they know that?
50,000
Predictions
years
and
from
stuff.
now will mark a new glacial period for the Earth, which will start a new ice age.
Oh
I thought
my
global
gosh.
is warming. The globe
Okay,
is warming,
all
I
right.
thought.
Are we surviving an ice age?
I thought the globe is warming. How is it gonna be an ice age?
Well, it's probably warming, and then it'll get really cold.
Yep.
Oh, that's a good thought.
It's called climate change, dummy. It's changing.
It
It's
goes
not
up
just
and
gonna
it
always
goes
be
down.
hot.
It goes up and down, Alex,
Yeah,
like
but
a
people
worm.
keep saying it's gonna get too hot for civilization and that we need to stop it from getting hot. But he's saying like the first bad thing that's gonna happen is it's gonna get cold.
This is 50,000 years into the future, Alec. Not tomorrow. God, use your brain, you ginger.
Niagara Falls will
There's
have
a reason why it goes
eroded
extinct.
into Lake Erie completely. And interestingly, a full day on Earth will also increase by 1 second at this point in time.
Okay,
So
who
much
cares
more
about
time
that?
for activities.
No.
Oh boy.
In
Oh my gosh.
250,000 years,
Wow.
the Loihi volcano will
That
rise
thing just
above the
exploded.
water to form a new island in Hawaii.
Okay, cool.
Oh, sweet.
And in
Ooh.
500,000 years,
Shout out Hawaii.
We should go there when that
Shout out
happens.
Hawaii, bro.
asteroid with a diameter greater than 1 kilometer will hit Earth. Unless
What?
we can prevent
How do they
it.
know? How do they know?
It's probably heading towards us right now.
Yeah, it is coming immediately right now.
Can't they see
No,
in the
wait.
telescope light years away?
They
You know
can,
what they should
no,
do?
but I'm pretty sure because they can track asteroids pretty much like to a T. And a lot of asteroids these days, they'll like come close to Earth and they'll pass us, right? But then every year they get a little bit closer
Yep.
and a little bit closer because they're coming around the sun. They're all
Circling the
circling us
sun.
and they're going to corner us. And then if we don't do anything, if we don't get a giant laser or if we maybe send all of our gingers and we shoot them at it to block it, it's the only way we can stop it.
Adam, don't laugh at that, because now he's gonna do it again and again. You can't egg him on.
Just
Also,
saying, bro, there needs to be a mass extinction event.
all we have to do is build one super giant mega fan that blows out into the outer space, so that whenever anything's coming our way, just blow it away.
You want to get blown?
By some fans.
The resulting crater will be no less than 400 kilometers across.
Oh,
See, one
my
giant fan
God.
will blow that
The
away.
planet
Just
and
think of a
make
giant
the air
fan.
unbreathable.
Exploded everywhere. That's like my
So
toilet
there's
after
something to look
Chipotle.
forward to.
Can confirm.
And in case that's not
Don't
enough,
ask me why, but I can
in
confirm.
1 million
guys are
years,
A million.
we'll likely have another supervolcano eruption.
Yes!
Large enough to
He's still
Wait,
assuming
where's
people are
this?
alive here.
So there's a super volcano in Yellowstone, right? That a lot of people are scared of.
I'm not scared
Yep.
of it. I'll jump in right now.
So if that ever explodes, I'm pretty sure like everything's gonna die.
Well, Jack,
No.
this is a
Stop
million
that.
years in the future. You're already gonna be dead. I'm sorry.
I know, but like let's say that I'm not. Let's say in 50 years they figure out how to upload our consciousness to a robot. I'll live forever.
No, your consciousness will. You'll be dead.
If you had the ability to upload your consciousness to a robot, would you do it?
That's not you. Don't do that. For real.
Adam, let him talk.
Okay, hear me out. Do I have to then, like, is my body now gone, or can I just like copy and paste my consciousness into a robot? So it's like a clone.
Yeah,
that is
it's like a
exactly
clone,
me.
but it's
oh, yeah,
not
no,
really you.
100%. As long as I don't die, I'd be
Wait,
okay with
what?
that.
But you would just keep like cloning yourself, essentially.
Yeah, no, I'd make a million of me.
Spew out 3,200 cubic
Right.
kilometers of ash. It would produce enough lava to fill 75% of the Grand Canyon.
Oh my gosh.
This would be similar to the Toba eruption that almost wiped out humanity
Right,
70,000
the
years
tub
ago.
eruption.
Almost. But like
Oh,
Jack said,
and
we are
the
parasites. We
nearby
can't
star
die.
Betelgeuse will have exploded into a
Betelgeuse?
supernova by this time,
There's a star called Beetlejuice?
Yeah.
making
awesome.
it visible from Earth even during the daytime.
Cool.
Here we go. We're going
In
2
2
million
AD,
years in the future.
Humanity
Let him
will
talk,
have
Adam.
settlements throughout the solar system. This
For real?
also means that if populations
gosh.
on
Oh,
different
that looks like
planets
Minecraft.
have remained
I like that.
separate,
Whoa!
humans
That's
may have
sick.
evolved into other species
Whoa!
adapted to
Wow.
this specific world.
I think that that's how it works in Star Wars. Do you guys think that like Star Wars is so far in the future that like everybody in Star Wars, all the aliens, Jar Jar Binks, Yoda, they're just like evolved humans?
No.
That could be. And
Wait.
they just adapt to like whatever planet they live on.
That was not an
And
evolved
their genetics
human.
change and change and change.
At some point, someone did something with a fish.
Maybe the fish evolved. And then we had fish babies?
Or that person just ate way too much blue dye.
That's true. It happens with flamingos and shrimp. So why can't
Yeah.
it happen with us?
Exactly. Sometimes I poop green.
Gonna be okay, Adam. But it is very cool to think that if we do survive millions and then maybe a billion years in the future, we're gonna be so evolved to the point where we're not gonna look anything like we do today.
I hope not, for your own sake.
I think you're evolving, guys.
We're evolving, guys.
This is a form of evolution.
This is
I
the
don't know if
future. Look at it. Future. This is all your futures.
Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to
10
be
million
realistic.
years, a huge part of Eastern Africa
Oh my gosh.
will break off, forming a new ocean basin.
Pangea!
What about
In 50
Madagascar?
million years,
Oh my gosh.
Africa will collide with Eurasia, closing off the Mediterranean
That's pretty
Sea. And
What is
a new
Eurasia?
mountain range will form
Europe
between
and
the two
Asia?
land masses. This mountain range may include a mountain taller than Mount Everest.
Wow.
So isn't that insane that like what we're watching right now, that's gonna happen over like millions of years probably?
Yeah, the tectonic plates only move like an inch a year or something, so it'll take millions of years for them to...
That's what happened with
Get
Mount
crazy
Everest.
big.
So it's already happened before.
Mount Everest is still growing, like a millimeter a year or something.
Yeah, but like every simulation that we always watch of like, oh, the tectonic plates are gonna cause all this chaos. It's like, how could that happen when they're moving so slow?
True.
It's like 2 bowling balls going at 1 little tiny centimeter per second. Just
Out in space, Mars will collide with its moon,
Phobos.
resulting in it
GG's
developing a ring system like Saturn's.
Oh, cool.
I like that.
That would be sweet.
I wish we had a ring.
That'd be awesome.
In 60 million
Yeah, I
years,
wish we had a ring system
the Canadian
too.
and American Rockies will have eroded entirely.
Ugh.
Wow.
Dude, they're like
80 million
melting.
years, all Hawaiian Islands will be below the water.
No.
No,
Bye-bye, Hawaii.
no,
That's actually kind of a
Hawaii.
really long time, though. 80 million years for them to sink? I thought it would be way sooner.
I feel like at that point they could figure out a way to survive.
It's called a boat, Alec.
Yeah, make a raft or
So,
something.
not even that. Couldn't they just like build out the island? Get to just like bring a bunch of rocks and
All
then
right,
just keep making it
Hawaii.
smaller?
You have 80 million years to prepare. Build boats. Build lots of them. Good luck.
That is
Put
your
Adam
warning.
in charge.
Good luck, soldiers. I'm on my way.
Adam's in charge of the boats. None of them.
What
are
if I just start freaking out in
They will
Hawaii?
all sink.
Like, guys, we gotta prepare.
sinking?
Ah, it's going down 1 millimeter a year.
You just start
Why
whispering in
next
everyone's ear, "You're gonna die."
You know how to swim?
Sure, you're gonna need
Years,
this soon.
An asteroid similar to the one that killed the dinosaurs 66
No.
million years ago will likely hit Earth.
Shoot.
One that is 10 kilometers
Dang it.
wide.
I can't believe
In
that.
250 million years, all of Earth's continents will be fused together like Pangea.
Nice.
I like
this
that.
time
Shout
Yeah.
out.
it will
We
be
need this
called
to happen now.
Pangea Ultima.
That is how
Don't
world
get too
peace
attached
happens,
to
bro.
Because
Okay, I
in
won't.
400 to 500 million years, Pangea Ultima will separate again.
Oh,
Ah, can't ever stay together, can it?
no.
Just when you think it's together, they break up.
That's just like my
It's just like on
parents.
Christmas
In
time.
500 to 600 million years, a gamma
Yeah.
ray burst will likely occur within 6,500
Yo,
light
what
years
is this?
from
An
Earth.
alien invasion?
wait.
Whoa, we just got blasted.
First off, who is saying that this is going to happen? Second off, what did we just get hit with?
An alien
What was that?
plasma beam.
No, I think that was Ultron, bro.
Dude, we just got absolutely
This is
pooped
when the
on.
Avengers takes place.
Like, how do we defend against that, let alone global warming?
Wait, play that again. Need a
Exactly.
giant mirror.
I believe in Elon Musk,
500
bro. He
to
will save us.
600 million years,
We just need a couple
a
Cybertrucks.
gamma ray burst will likely occur within
gamma ray
6,500
burst?
light years from
A gamma ray burst?
I think that happens when like black holes explode. They just release insane amount of energy, and if we're in the crossfire, boom, a quasar.
Quasar, that's the word for it. Yeah, just like shoots.
That's
in
what
all
I'm
directions.
partially scared of. Like, how do we know if there's a black hole that just randomly explodes, and then we get caught in the crossfire, and GG's, it's over in a blink of an eye.
It's probably not
It's
going to
over.
happen in our lifetime, Alec.
If we upload our AI or consciousness to AI, it will happen in our lifetime, Adam.
No.
Do you think that's gonna happen, Jack? Like, realistically, you think that'll happen?
They're already working on it. You ever hear of Neuralink?
Yes.
I cannot wait to be uploaded and I'm a robot and I could just do anything ever.
It is scary.
Imagine just being a robot. You don't have to worry about pain. You don't gotta worry about anything. But then are you really living? That's a whole
Exactly.
new video.
Are you still even alive?
from Earth. If it strikes Earth, it could damage the ozone layer and trigger a mass extinction. 600 million years from now,
Team
the
Earth.
moon will be so far from Earth that total solar eclipses will no longer be possible.
No.
That's okay by me.
And the sun's
That's it?
increasing luminosity will have raised temperatures on Earth so much
Oh
that
my
it could halt
gosh.
plate
Oh
tectonics
my
with
gosh.
I don't like this.
That looks
in
scary.
800 million
Okay,
years.
can we stop going into the
Carbon
future?
dioxide
I think we should
levels
stop.
will drop dramatically, and photosynthesis
Everything is dying.
will no longer be possible.
Jack, remember when you said you wanted to go here? You would die.
Okay, wait. Photosynthesis wouldn't be possible. Wouldn't we just evolve? Wouldn't we just evolve over time if it's happening really, really slow? Didn't Darwin say that we'll adapt to our environment? So we'll just get used to the sun. We'll just be able to reflect it. Maybe we'll turn like into mirrors.
There's no adapting to this, Jack. This is end game. No, this is it.
Boys, it's been a pleasure. You think MBB will still be around?
It will always be around.
Guys, if you're watching this in the year 600 million AD, make sure you guys smash like for us, okay?
Free oxygen and ozone will disappear from the atmosphere, and complex life on Earth will die.
What about Adam? Adam could survive
And
that then,
finally,
right?
in
I
1
think so.
I'm not
billion
complex.
years, the sun's luminosity will have increased by 10%.
Oh, no.
And the average temperature on Earth
Oh, no.
will be 47 degrees Celsius.
Oh, my
Our
gosh.
atmosphere
What
will
is that
feel like a
in
damp
Fahrenheit? That's
greenhouse,
boiling.
and our oceans
Pretty
will
high.
evaporate.
That's probably like 100.
Yeah, look.
Just
30.
pockets of water at each of the poles.
There's no water left.
This is what happened to Mars.
Yes, exactly.
That's true. There used to be water on Mars, and then it all evaporated. Oh no, it all froze.
We turn into Mars.
When
Did it freeze
you
or did
arrive
it
here in
evaporate?
your
I don't
time machine,
remember.
Be
It all
mentally
froze.
prepared to take in a planet Earth that looks nothing like the one you
Does
remember.
not look habitable.
Oh, that's scary, bro. I don't want to
So
see
Human
that.
race will be gone. Hopefully, living its best life on some other far-off planet.
That's where I'm gonna live.
We'll be on the moon.
Intense heat, lack of water, and
We would still
lack
be-
of breathable air.
Do you guys think if we did make it to another planet, we would still make YouTube videos? I like there's a vlog there. React to Z Arcade from
Yeah.
Moon.
Yeah, probably. I got other skills.
Guys, imagine golf on the moon!
Gravity's gonna
That
be so
would
much
be
different.
Sick!
That ball's gonna fly. You probably
Let's
hit it 400
do
yards.
it! Imagine that YouTube video! Oh, we gotta make it happen, guys. Come on.
Okay. I'm
5
ready.
likes and we'll do it, guys. Come on. Let's go.
Earth will be uninhabitable.
Oh.
Oh.
So you probably shouldn't stay too long.
What is this, in a billion
Instead,
years?
You should head out to see the rest of the solar system. Maybe you'll find your fellow humans there. Or some other intelligent life.
Oh.
But that's a story for another What If.
Plank length. That looks pretty big to me.
That's kind of tiny, actually.
Okay. Well, it's actually to the times 10 to the negative 34th meter. That is very tiny.
That's like tinier than anything that we can see. We can't even see this yet.
We can't see any of this yet?
Child radius of a human.
Nope. Nope. Because we're still at the atomic level. This is a neutron right here.
Oh, wait. The neutrons are like in your brain, right? They're like little.
And protons. It's no. Those
They're in
those are
everything.
even tinier. They're in everything in the world. Everything is
Okay.
made up of atoms.
We know this. Of
Oh
helium
my-
atoms
wait,
specifically.
Wait, I didn't know atoms were that much bigger than everything else. Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
Well, there's different types of atoms too. Different types of molecules that bind together to create bigger molecules, and then bigger and bigger until you have atoms and nose.
I'm Adam. Okay.
Oh,
don't
that's
be like
really
that.
big.
Okay.
That's really big.
We're officially at DNA.
Oh, DNA.
is that much bigger than the other stuff?
Yes, because it's a
Oh,
combination
guys,
of protons and neutrons.
Carbon nanotube. That's also pretty tiny. Whoa, a virus.
That's like trillions and quadrillions of protons to equal this stuff, though.
Guys, we have
A
millions of
bacteria.
this in our body. We have millions of it in our body.
It's crazy.
Oh, it's Adam's nose!
Oh wow, Adam, they got you real
Your
good.
nose is in here already. It actually
mini
is pretty
virus.
small. Who'd have
How do
thought?
they know what these things look like too? I know we
A
have
mini
microscopes,
virus.
but still, like,
okay. We
how
got
do
a
they
red
know?
blood cell. How big is this gonna get?
Dude, it's
Until
so crazy.
we're
What?
at the universe level.
What the heck?
Paper
That's
thickness.
the
Thickness.
thickness of a paper. If you
Wow.
hold it up, look. This is the thickness of a paper, really.
That's a human egg.
I didn't know.
I didn't
humans
know that
had
we
eggs.
had eggs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Human hair.
Human hair.
They're making
Wow,
everything look so
dude.
big.
Look, they made it my color. See, they
Grain
don't
of salt.
discriminate.
Wait, guys, check out how we can't even see the first thing that we started with. We're already like millions
Yeah.
of times bigger than that.
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
Trillions, quadrillions.
It is crazy.
Probably.
How big is it gonna get?
All the way up to the universe. It has to.
I'm excited.
Maybe there's bigger than the universe. Maybe there's a multiverse. That's even
That is
bigger.
just one grain of salt. I can't even believe that.
A British
Oh,
penny.
look at the size comparison.
A penny.
What?
Dude. Everything else would fit into this already. That's crazy.
That's just a grasshopper?
Okay, at least we could see it now with our eyes.
Oh, an
Yeah, I like
Amazon
these.
parrot.
Oh, we're getting really big.
Hey, it's you guys right here. Oh,
That's
it's
us.
Discord.
That is us.
That's the screen you're looking at right now.
1 metre.
Metra.
Okay,
Oh, no,
they're
I'm
actually
pro.
going up really fast now.
Protoceratops.
Oh, yeah,
okay, so
wait,
we're at
that's
the
huge.
dinosaurs.
Wait, they didn't even do human? Oh, okay.
Human!
Yeah, there's human.
All
Oh, we
right,
would be
all
able to
right.
destroy that Protoceratops.
What is that?
Whoa, that's an ancient creature.
That's gotta be extinct.
Yes,
That's huge.
Gigantoraptor.
Okay. A Hazagopteryx.
That thing could fly.
At one point, not now.
Allosaurus, one of my favorite dinosaurs.
All right, show me
the
elephant.
heck?
Show me elephant.
Carnotaurus.
When do you
Where
guys
are
think
its
your mom will
arms?
be featured? Probably pretty late.
Gigantosaurus!
Whoa! Wait, is a T-Rex bigger than
All
that?
right, here comes a T-Rex.
Whoa!
Oh, wait,
Argentinosaurus!
No, they just skipped right over T-Rex.
30 to 40 meters big!
The Hubble Space Telescope. Wait, that's smaller than I thought. That looks really tiny.
Well,
It's
you're
almost
comparing
as big
it
as
to a flipping
blue
dinosaur.
whale, Alec.
Yeah, what are you
it's
talking
almost
about?
as big as a blue whale. What do
Look
you
at
mean
it. Look at it
tiny?
next to the human body.
Do you see that?
Yeah, but like we shot it up in outer space. Like I would think it's a whole like giant rocket ship, like space station.
It
almost.
is.
Well, it started like that. No, it's not a space station. It's a telescope. It's how we're able to see out into the universe. We've
Yes,
used the Hubble telescope to discover so many things.
There's just a bunch of mirrors in there, Alec.
I use
Yeah.
my eyeballs for that.
And
to look into
magnifying
outer
glasses.
like a
space.
telescope
Yeah,
so that you
that's
can
what
see
I
the
do.
like button and then you can press it. That's what it is.
You watch every video with yourself, ding
Whoa,
dong.
they have a blue version of Alex's mom. No way.
Sorry, out of
stop.
pocket. All right,
That's
we're already
just
at
messed up.
airplanes.
Wow.
And we're not even like a third of the way through the video.
Antonov and 255.
That's the International Space Station. That's what you were thinking.
Yeah.
Oh,
pretty
yeah, see,
flippin'
that's big. That's 109 meters, guys.
The tallest tree in the world. Holy smokes, dude. I did not
Hyperion.
realize
That
that
is
was
kinda
that
crazy.
big.
It has
Wait,
a name?
Where is that?
The tallest tree has a name?
Well, the tallest everything probably has a name, right? 400 feet tall. That's like
That's
10
pretty
times bigger
tall.
than me.
Hindenburg-class airship.
All right, now we're
USS
at like the
Gerald
biggest
R.
thing that
Ford.
I know of, which is the USS.
Oh, the Eiffel Tower.
I've never been to
Wow.
Paris, so I've
Oh.
never seen that. That's crazy.
It is amazing that humans are able to make this big stuff. So big.
It's so big stuffs.
So
I think
big.
that's the tallest building in the world.
Whoa, wait, the Burj Khalifa. Whoa!
There's a
The
taller
newest
building
tallest
than Burj
building.
Khalifa?
What is that?
It's new. I don't think it's complete yet.
Oh,
Dude, that's insane.
Okay,
Right, a
we're getting
meteor
into
crater.
like giant things in space, like the Hadron Collider.
What is a Hadron Collider?
It's the most powerful particle accelerator.
all right. Nothing's bigger than Mount Everest. We're done. This video should be over.
There is, Adam, the Earth, the Mariana Trench, the deepest spot on planet Earth.
Oh,
Are we gonna get into like other planets and stuff and like
Oh yeah,
universes?
it just keeps going and going into our galaxies, and then the galaxies of our universes, and then the universes of the universe. This is the giant asteroid that caused the extinction of the dinosaurs.
oh crap.
There's
the sun.
impactor. I heard
It's a
that
neutron star, a very young star.
a crab pulsar.
That is a black hole right there, boys. XTE, aka Elon Musk's son.
Does this not scare
Wait,
you
what the heck? That's
guys?
just a marathon?
I'm starting to get really nervous. Yeah, Adam, that's a marathon.
That's a
It's really
lot.
not that far.
Wait, Rhode Island is bigger than some stars? No way.
Yes.
Wait, what?
Whoa.
That is not a star. That looks like the moon.
Enchiladas.
No, these are like moons and
Enchiladas.
asteroids.
And
That sounds
meteors,
like
okay.
a Mexican like burrito. An enchiladas. I would eat that for dinner.
Oh, it's the UK. British.
Here we go. I'm not
Wow.
sure what
Where's the
any of these
moon?
planets are.
That's a
Show me
dwarf
the
planet.
moon. Sedna.
Yeah, a lot of these are tinier than our moon.
I love how they're listing these as if we know what they are. Well, like, what is Sedna?
We're
I
learning.
know Madagascar, though. That's where
do know
Alex
Madagascar.
Lyon is
Charon,
from.
that is the second dwarf planet in the Pluto-Charon binary system.
There's some
Oh,
random
I know this
planets.
moon.
That's from
This
Jupiter.
is Neptune's moon.
Oh.
Jupiter's
Europa.
moon.
That's Jupiter's moon.
Oh, here's the actual moon.
Wow.
Our moon is way bigger than their
Jeez.
moon.
Wait, our moon is a boss. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Our moon
It's
pretty
destroys
big.
all the other
It's
moons.
pretty big.
Earth.
Callisto.
Okay,
Whoa.
Callisto, relax. All right,
Okay,
our
yeah,
moon would
crap.
destroy you. Stupid.
Kepler,
Kepler.
37b.
That's
smallest
the
known
smallest
planet
known
outside
planet.
of our system.
Yeah, I knew that.
Mercury.
Wow.
Oh, we're getting into our planets now.
Titan.
Adam, can you name all the
Apparently,
Yep,
there's
Mercury.
some water on Titan.
Venus, Earth, Mars, Saturn, Uranus,
Yeah.
Jupiter, Pluto,
planets? No.
Nope.
There's one more. You're missing one.
Nah.
Neptune.
Yeah.
Neptune!
And it only took a little bit of help.
Let's go!
Adam.
Oh, wait, we just
You
missed
passed the
Mars. Come
second
on.
grade.
And we missed
Okay,
Earth.
so we're past
Oh,
Mars.
look at Earth. Earth.
That is,
Oh,
that is
not
one of the
Earth.
most. That is not Earth.
That's
That's
not
one.
Earth.
Is that
That's a
Earth?
different planet. That apparently,
That's not Earth. I started
apparently, it's
celebrating.
kind of like Earth.
Yeah,
It
but
looks
like
just
it's got
like
a bunch
Earth.
of people that trap. Like the
I
trap
started
is.
celebrating like it was Earth.
It's got
Wait, are we big-
SoundCloud.
is
There
that
is
Bigger
Earth.
than-
There
Oh,
it is.
yeah! Dude, we destroyed
Earth,
Mars. and Venus.
Earth.
Get
That should be
outta
the end of the
here.
video.
I can see my house
Kepler,
from here.
Super Earth.
I actually can't see my house from
Whoa,
there. Bad
a
angle.
white dwarf star.
What do you mean by super Earth? Can life be formed there?
Well, we don't know because we've only seen it with our Kepler telescope, and it's light years away, so we have no idea if,
I love
Oh.
how
if
Jack
it's
is saying
actually
we
there.
as if like he's involved in the discovery.
In our studies.
We don't know
Einstein
yet. Like I'll
and
probably go look
all
next
of
week
the
to
other
see.
scientists like Elon Musk and stuff, like we're kind of just we're thinking about going.
Wait, but for real, if you had an opportunity to travel to another planet, would you do it? For like
Can
2
I
come
years?
back? Can I come
Yeah,
back?
for 2 years you come back.
Oh yeah, of course.
But the trip to get there is like 5 years.
I
Wait,
don't
that's
know,
a trick
man.
question, bro. What
That's
the
a trick
heck?
question. Comment down below if you guys are going to another planet if you had the opportunity.
This video gets 20,000 likes. We'll do it.
Neptune! Where's Uranus?
Dude, wait, Neptune
I
bodies
thought
us.
Earth
Oh,
was
it's
the
gas
biggest thing in
giants.
the universe.
That is the
But see,
biggest Uranus
hang
ever.
on, this doesn't count though because it's just gas. It's not real.
Okay.
That was
yeah,
the
okay.
first hot Neptune.
Yeah,
What
guess
is
The
hot Neptune?
actual planet.
Wait,
part
what
of
the
it is tiny.
heck?
That's a Java Minecraft
Java
world.
Minecraft world.
It's bigger
Wait, I
than
thought
the
it's
Earth.
infinite though. I
Yeah,
thought
isn't it?
Wait, it ends? It doesn't
It
end.
eventually ends, yeah.
No
well,
way.
it turns into the far lands, right? Which like kind of really starts glitching it out. And then I think no, there's like a barrier limit to it that they
No
put in the
way.
game. Yeah,
I
there's
didn't
like a
know
hard
that.
limit.
That'd
Well,
be a
I
crazy
think
video to
you can try to go past it, but I think like in game they put a limit.
Shout out Minecraft for making this video. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're literally bigger than Uranus.
That's actually scary that they're including like
Fictional things.
yeah, but also I mean like digital stuff. Like, because it's not really
Oogle.
fictional.
Okay, we still haven't even gotten to our sun yet.
Oh, that's not the sun?
One of the largest planets.
The Wasp,
Twice Jupiter's
17B.
radius. What?
the
What
moon's
even?
orbit.
Oh my.
Wow.
There it is. There it is.
That's not our sun. That's not our sun. That's a different sun.
How big is our sun compared to Earth?
Our
No
sun
way,
is-
it's bigger than that.
Our sun
Oh
is
my-
massive, Adam.
Wait,
I
look
can't
how
even
tiny
see
our
Earth
planet
anymore.
is.
That is
What
the
the
sun.
heck?
You can fit hundreds of thousands of our Earths inside of the sun.
So you're saying that the Earth is like Fruity Pebbles?
Kind of. And the
I
sun
would
is like
eat
the
it.
bowl of milk.
When I look at the sun, it's like this big when I look at it.
Let's see what's bigger than the sun. Another sun, Sirius A, the brightest star in the night sky.
The only thing bigger than suns are other suns, right?
Bellatrix from Harry Potter.
Oh wow, look at that. I think
All
aren't there like
humans.
supermassive black holes though? I think that those are going to be really big.
Does that
There's
say?
there's supernovas, right? And then when they explode, they turn into mega black holes.
All humans stacked on top of each other. Wait, that's actually way taller than I thought. That's actually crazy.
Do you think
What?
that's all humans ever, or only the living humans?
Well, that's 13 million kilometers. It's probably all
It's
the living
probably
ones.
living.
Because
Probably.
So 8
there's
billion
8
humans.
billion of us.
Yeah.
The Bromo sapiens.
Yeah. Definitely them. What is that?
What even is that?
Okay.
Why is
Oh,
it
it
an
like
oval?
rotates too fast so that it has like an oblong shape.
Oblong.
I feel like this
Oblong.
video is for Jack to like
Yeah.
say new
When did-
words
when
that
did
he's
Jack
never
turn
said
to a
before ever.
scientist?
I am so
Oblong.
smart.
He
right
just
now.
got
My
off call
brain
with
is
Elon.
growing.
Look at that oblong shape.
Look at the
Earth's
oblong.
orbit.
Oblong.
I'm gonna start naming these
I need to get a
myself.
word.
That one's
Whoa.
eclipting.
What is that? The
What
ring
is that?
system.
A ring system.
For
I
sure,
knew that
dude.
was
For
coming.
sure. Pistol star.
Oh my
We can't even see
God.
our
Okay,
star
yeah,
anymore.
the sun's gone. The sun's just gone.
What? What even is that?
We can't even fathom how big these things actually are.
Whoa, Canis
Right,
Majoris.
Canis Majoris.
Largest known star.
Oh my God.
What? That is the largest star.
Imagine if any of these things hit Earth. Like we're done. We're like a
Oh yeah, if that even comes
We're like
close
an
to
ant.
us, we get sucked into it and then we're dead.
I feel like if it accidentally like tooted, like it farted a little bit, we would die if it just farted on us.
People talk about, like the sun flares that like it kind of like
Yeah.
sneezes and then there's sun flares. What if that's like sneezed on us?
Yeah, dude. Because I
we
sneeze and
died.
I fart, so I'm
Everybody
sure the sun does.
everybody but you would die. It's crazy, dude.
I know.
Holy crap. What? The hypothetical star that existed in the early universe. So it's not even real.
It contains a black
One
hole
light
at its
day.
core.
Okay, so that's how far light can travel in one day.
It's the fastest you can possibly travel. You can't travel faster than that.
what even is
Well, if you
that?
travel faster than light, then
What?
you literally
Okay,
are
that's a
transcending
black
time
hole.
and space.
Distance the sun travels in a century.
Whoa.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Whoa!
Wow,
Wait,
yeah,
we're moving
that's-
really fast.
Global clusters in the Milky Way galaxy.
Arp Mador.
One light year.
Light year.
That is a light year.
Buzz
See, I
Lightyear.
want to know like how far Earth is to another solar system. How many light
One
years are we?
parsec.
Okay, they're just making up
So
words now.
that is the distance from the sun to a hypothetical object with a parallax angle of 1 arcsecond.
He sounds like an AI bot.
Distance from the sun to Proxima Centauri. 4.2 light
Pillars
years.
of creation.
Dude,
Whoa!
A nebula.
Oh my god.
That is so cool.
Bubble nebula.
These are all hypotheticals, right?
No, these are real
These
things.
are real?
Yes.
Lionel Messier.
Where is our human's body?
Distance
Dude, we
to
are long
Toy
gone.
700D.
Our
The
sun's
first
not even in this.
Earth-sized planet. Do you see, okay, that distance to TOI 700D?
101 light years.
Yeah.
101
That is the
Dalmatians.
closest, apparently habitable planet other than ours. That's how far it is.
So even if we can travel at the speed of light, which is really impossible, it would still take 100 years to get there.
It would take 3 generations of people to actually, like, get there.
Gotta be making
Omega
babies.
Centauri, 160 light years
We
away.
just gotta start making babies now.
Or 60.
We're not even at
Distance
the Milky
to
Way.
Betelgeuse.
Oh my gosh! Look at how far it just zoomed out. You can't be doing that.
That's a small magnetic cloud.
We're not even at the Milky Way, guys.
That's a large magnetic cloud.
Sombrero Galaxy.
Okay, now they're talking about galaxies. What the heck? This is freaking me out. We literally started at
50,000
Adam.
light years long.
What?
60,000 light years.
The Milky Way Galaxy. What?
120,000 light years away.
Guys, I'm getting goosebumps. I'm getting goosebumps.
121,000
Okay, that's the
freaking
galaxy
out.
that we're gonna combine with, right?
Dude,
the
I'm
Andromeda.
actually freaked out. Like, this makes me, like...
I have goosebumps
you know
going
what
up and down
I'm
my
saying?
arms
Like,
right now.
I'm scared.
Goosebumps.
Why am I scared?
In apparently 4.5 billion years, we're gonna combine with the Andromeda galaxy.
Why would we ever care about that? 4.5 billion years?
We need to figure out how to get away from our galaxy and travel by light years
Who
before
would-
then, or else we're all dead. We're all
We're
dead.
all dead
That's it.
anyways. It's
We're all gonna
4.5
die.
billion
No,
years.
Well,
guys,
how
we're gonna
long
find out
until
how to live
our-
forever, and then we'll be good.
Can you even
How long
fathom
until
the
our-
billion? Billion.
Okay,
We don't even
our
live
sun-
100 years.
Our sun will last for at least another 7 to 8 billion years, so we have some juice left there.
For 4 billion years? And we're not even gonna be humans at that point. We're gonna be about...
And
That's gonna be us in 2 billion years.
Tadpole Galaxy!
I can guarantee in 2 billion years, you guys will still be watching our videos.
Whoa!
We're too entertaining.
Distance to the Andromeda Galaxy!
So far!
2.5 million light years. I see 1101. 5.8
local group.
million light years.
So I think the local group is our observable galaxy that we've seen so far. I'm pretty sure. And all of
Okay.
those little tiny dots, those are different galaxies.
Shut up, Pam.
The booty
Nope.
void.
Boots Void. What is that?
Wait.
How do
It
we
has to be
even
a
know
person, right?
about this? It's so
Distance
far. It's
to
so
the Great
big.
Attractor.
I think a lot of
We
this
have
might be
really big
hypothetical.
This
microscopes.
has to be hypothetical.
Laniakea.
Whoa.
IKEA, guys. IKEA's huge.
This looks just like the beginning of the video now, doesn't it?
Super Void.
Super
Okay,
cluster.
all right, now they're just making stuff up. Pisces Centus Supercluster Complex. What is that?
Giant
Sloan
wall
Great
of galaxies?
Didn't China make the Great Wall?
I
Who's
guess.
Sloan?
1 billion parsecs.
Bro.
Oh, wait, that's how far the
gigaparsec.
Hubble can see?
Oh
Maybe?
my gosh.
What? 13? What is that,
observable-
trillion?
Universe.
The observable universe, 39 billion light years.
Guys, doesn't this like come full circle? Where it's like at the beginning of the video, it started off as just not even an atom, but now it looks like it's atoms again.
It does look like we're looking
That-
at
I'm
what if
thinking,
inside-
right?
From nothing
inside of
to
an atom
everything.
is a universe.
I feel like we're literally just inside of an atom. Inside
We
of a
could
particle.
be. It's kind of like Horton Hears a Who, right?
Yes,
I could
bro.
be
We're
inside
an
of
entire.
atom.
Look at it. Looks like
Literally
a
just like
flipping
that.
petri dish right now. Like we could be so small compared to the actual universe.
There could
Someone's
be some
inside of Adam. I don't
giant
know.
alien
It
creature.
It could go infinitely large or infinitely small.
It could.
I gotta
Size of the universe is unknown. It could extend just farther than the observable universe, or it could be infinite.
Guys, what are we
This
doing?
makes me
just
kind of
keeps
want to study
going
this stuff, you know? I just don't think I'm
and
smart enough to. Like, even if I
going,
tried to study this forever,
Even if you
I
studied
would
it,
it would
going,
never
you
catch.
No idea
and
what.
It would never
going,
stick in my little brain.
and
So there's no
going,
point.
and going, and going, and going.
That's what I'm talking about. It's literally
and
just,
going.
This is an atom. We are
and
now an atom.
going, and going,
I really think Alex
and
Bob's
it
about to pop
doesn't
up.
stop going.
That is terrifying.